which I've never run before, so I'm sorry in advance. You guys are all going to be on a dropship heading to Absalon Station in order to try and join the Starfinder Society. You're all basically kind of prospective members of the Starfinder Society. Um, so you've all individually made arrangements to meet with a man named Durvar Creel in Docking Bay 94. He's promised to kind of show you guys around, get you guys sorted, and take you over to the actual headquarters, the Starfinder headquarters, and get you squared away. So that is where you are to get there. You have taken a shuttle called the Okimoro, and you guys are currently just kind of inbound, orbiting around Absalon Station, which is um, basically occupies the third planet, the third rock from the sun in the current solar system, which is where a planet used to be, and just disappeared apparently. Um, there is
Like
a,
they do.
like they do. There was an issue called the Gap, um, in which all known knowledge of history that happened within this time period is just gone. Like people went through it, but nobody remembers anything about it. And before the gap, there was a planet, and now there is not.
There is no planet.
Um, so that's kind of the history there of why there's a station in orbit, kind of in
How
the.
long? How
In
long
Do
ago
we
was
rem-
the gap?
Man, you gotta ask these good questions.
and do we remember the planet?
Yeah, the planet was called Gore. Man,
I was mostly just curious if it's like a thing that is history, like happened 100 years ago, or if it's like, oh yeah,
Right, right, right.
in the '90s a planet disappeared and we all
yeah,
forgot about
I'm
it.
I mean, if it was important, we would have remembered.
Yeah, probably.
Slipped my mind.
What were
I'm
we
trying.
talking about?
424. Hang on.
Tacos?
This first game is going to be a lot of me looking stuff up to make sure I give you guys the right information.
Planet 420, nice.
Hey.
Galarian is the planet that went missing. Um, you're in basically what they call the Pack Worlds, which is basically the solar system. Galarian is basically the human home planet. It's the one that went missing. And the gap happened roughly 317 years ago.
Okay.
Roughly exactly 317.
Well,
Give or take,
it
like an
says
hour.
it just says the gap ends, and then current year is 317. So,
Nice.
like, about in there is when it ended. Um,
BG and
yeah,
AG. Got it.
I hate you for
but no
that.
one's really sure of how long the gap lasted for because it's a gap. Um, so, yeah. And everything before that's kind of like ancient history. So they lost some stuff, and the job of the Starfinder Society is to they are trying to scour the solar systems and space to try and find that missing data if there's a way to, so that we to try and figure out what happened to the planet that's gone. So yeah, so you guys are all on this shuttle, kind of just scooting along in, and you're welcome to do whatever you want in said shuttle. Um, I mean, sure, yeah, I'm sure there's probably food on board. It's not like it's not like Interstellar or anything, but you had it's a flight. It's Delta, so they're going to give you a meal and or beat you. Uh,
I'm going to read a massive book.
Got my feet up, as one of my importance does.
I'm eating chicken strips. They're delicious.
um, so when you land at Docking Bay 94, the shuttle comes in. Everything's fine. You land, doors open. You can see the docks busy with travelers and dock workers moving equipment on and off. I mean, there's star pilots and mechanics walking around, asteroid miners, mercenaries. Like it's just it is a port. There's to plenty of things going on. The station's atmosphere is slightly used aroma. I mean, it's a synthetic environment, and you're on a station, so it's not the most crisp of air, but it's gravity is chill. Like there's no real main problems there. You don't have to worry about floating away or anything. It's standard gravity. And then you all see a male dwarf, and he's got kind of like a tablet or like a holo display up that just has all of your names on it, and you can read those. Um, so yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm going to start making my way over to the dwarf.
Man,
Okay.
this air feels used.
It was a pertinent piece of data. It was in the adventure guide. Okay, guys.
Little recirculated air.
Yeah.
Gross.
We
I'm
got
going
any
back.
space tube though.
I'm gonna head toward the dwarf with the
So
name sign.
yeah, if this is our chauffeur.
It me, I'm Dad.
So
I'm just
so
following, trying to make other people on the way.
Of course you are.
all right. So as you all like people, I mean, you guys weren't the only ones on the shuttle. People are also getting off at the same time. Uh, you kind of notice him. You've all sent in applications that probably had some form of, hey, here's a picture to show that I don't have two heads, unless your species has two heads, in which case that would be
Yeah,
completely
what's
normal.
wrong with two-headed people?
Um, but so he kind of recognizes you guys. You've had conversations with him in the past. So he reaches up and kind of waves at you and motions you all to come over. Go ahead and everyone give me a perception check.
That is
How do I do that?
a D20, right?
Yeah. So on your character sheet,
Oh, I
everyone
clicked
knows.
it.
Yeah.
Which one's perception? Where is it? Oh, I found it. Percept.
It works a lot better if you actually roll the check because it'll do all your modifiers for
Oh,
you.
uh,
I did it right.
I
Yeah.
didn't do it
Did it right.
right.
At least one of you can do it
I
right.
clicked it.
There you go.
You could
I'll,
add that to my
I'll,
bad roll if you want. I don't know.
it's fine.
Nope, that wasn't it.
What? Oh my God! So many things are happening.
Just
All right.
just the once.
So, um, so yeah, you all
I sensed
managed
his
to
motive.
see barely. Even Vector manages to see the dwarf because I mean dwarf size, so he's a little bit shorter. Um, um, Ama or yeah, Ama or EQ, whatever you want me to call you.
Nah, sure.
You notice.
Ask me anything.
Oh wait, hang on. I got a map.
Ooh, maps.
Yeah. You'd think if
You
I was,
notice a map hanging out of the dwarf's pocket.
wouldn't that be nice? Why can't I make that bigger? There, no. There we go. Um, hang on. They obviously didn't put this in any kind of proper order. Images. Nope. All right. It's done so much of the work for me. If I don't do this right, it's gonna screw up. That's not what I want. It's not that, is it? Nope. I did this once and it worked so wonderfully. And then I've had to do things since then. Sorry, guys. Where is.
New game, who dis?
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna do this. I don't know how this is gonna work for you guys, but there we go. Um, share sheet. Okay, you guys should all be able to see that.
That's
Mhm.
rad.
Can
Ooh.
can you see the like the G's and the K's and the pins?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, well shit. It doesn't really kill anything off. I don't know.
Hmm.
There is an actual one that doesn't have all that crap on it. And I'm trying to find that. There it is. As he breaks everything. Hang on. All right, everybody close that out. I can't make you close it. I'm going to share the one that's we're supposed to be using. Share sheet. There we go. Everybody sees that?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. And then so you notice that on top of the dwarf hanging out, Max and relaxing, all cool, you see a little bit extra, and I'm trying to get all that up. So give me a second.
Where did we come in on this map?
You guys are coming in on the bottom center of the map, like where the caution boundary is. And hang on, I'll
I
get
just
you.
want to see if this works. It does not. I tried to put myself on it.
If you go to the
There's like a token. On
yeah,
your...
it should be on your combat tracker. Hmm.
Combat tracker?
Yeah, but
What?
you guys aren't in the combat tracker yet.
No.
Are we already shooting
Gotcha.
people? That was quick.
Not yet. Give us like one more minute.
Things have fallen to shit quickly.
And then this, and then go. At least all this is working. Boom!
Oh, things.
So, EQ,
Mhm.
you notice that on both sides of the station, there are some gentlemen, and poor old, uh, poor old Duravar, he's just kind of like in the middle, like roughly,
That the dwarf?
yeah, the dwarf. And you guys are all, I'm gonna do this. This isn't right, and it's nope. What the heck? Party sheet. All right, I gotta remember how to put you guys into the thing.
Yeah. I tried to drag my token on.
Yeah, you'd think that
It
would
didn't like that.
do it, and I haven't got it right yet. Resize layers drawing. Because that's going to be very important.
Mhm. Because knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
This is where I need Z to be watching so he can be like, you do it this way, you dumbass, because he's done all the fantasy ground stuff. Adding PC to tracker.
What?
I thought my cat was in my room again.
It's just the ghosts.
Well, yeah, it is. It would have been really impressive because it would have had to have opened a door to get in here.
Oh my god, they've learned doors?
Well, ghosts don't have to open doors, so.
Yeah, but ghosts can't hurt anything because they're ghosts.
Can I do that? Ah, there we go.
They do a thing?
I think I'm doing it, guys.
Oh.
And then,
Uh-huh.
aha!
Uh-huh.
Okay, I had to put you guys somewhere temporarily.
Hey, look, it's us.
So there you are temporarily. And you guys are now you're able. You should be able to move your characters around.
I'm
Uh,
slowly disappearing.
oh,
Goodbye.
if you can't,
Goodbye.
if you hold Control and then
Uh-huh.
mouse wheel down, it'll zoom out.
No, like, oh, there's more map?
There's more map.
No, there isn't.
Nope,
Oh,
there is
I'm all
not.
the way out.
Yep. Oh,
How's
we're coming back.
Bye.
but the
Here
problem
we
is,
are.
can you see the guy off to the left? Because that's gonna be important if you can't see that guy.
Uh, like surrounded by the green, two greens
Barrels.
and a yellow
Yes.
thing?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's also the in the bottom right corner. There's like a crosshair thing. If you
Yeah.
click that and move, if you click and hold and move your mouse, it'll slide the map around.
Oh, there's slightly more map to the
Huh.
bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
You can also just resize the whole dang thing. Like
Yeah,
by
And
dragging.
then yeah, and
sort
then
of.
Like drag the corner, bottom right.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
the
Mm-hmm.
avatar's like right there. Okay, so
Okay.
so EQ, you're the only one that notices the
The several red men's.
the several Redmans on both sides.
I don't like it.
Um, they do not look like savory characters. Um, and about the time that you notice them taking their positions behind cover,
Behind cover. Uh-huh.
as one might do, um, we roll initiative.
No.
Yay!
Welcome to Starfinder, everybody. Get wrecked.
No. So if I notice them, can I be like, get to cover?
Is it doing it? It's
It's a
doing it.
trap. Is this the button?
Initiative.
That sweet 7.
Oh, that's not the button. Oh, I drag it. Why did that? Oh, I just have +0. Cool.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yes. Some good numbers.
We're boned.
EQ,
Good,
since you
good numbers.
notice them
Mm,
when the gunfire breaks out, which
mhm,
oddly enough uh, is not directly directed at you at the moment,
mhm, mhm.
uh, you have a split second to react. So you're gonna get like a surprise round.
Awesome.
So you can do whatever you want for that surprise.
All right. So what are the things that one can do in this game
So
in
you
terms
can
of
take
movement and whatnot?
so you get one standard action, one move action, and one swift action, or a full action.
What's a
Um,
full action?
full actions are like charge, coup de grace, defensive attack, full attack. So you can attack with your gun twice instead of just once, but
Right.
you take a, like a -4 penalty to hit.
Right.
Run, just like double your movement or what have you.
Mhm.
Withdraw, like to disengage. Move actions are pretty. That makes sense. Swift actions are like change grip, like if you're not holding the weapon right or something, or to
Right.
drop prone. Standard actions: activate an item, attack, cast a spell, combat maneuver, concentrate to maintain a spell, covering fire, dismiss a spell, feint, fight defensively, harrying fire, total defense, or special ability.
Cool. Uh, and are the squares a certain distance, like 5 or what? The
Yes,
grid.
and you can't. The you occupy a 5 foot space, and there is a like a ruler and stuff you can break out and use if you need to, um, because it does kind of get weird. Like because some of the grid squares are bigger than others in this case,
Whoa.
due to them trying to make it look all snazzy. Uh, but if you right click on the map, there's like a pointer, and you should
Wow, cool.
find a way for distance from that, so you can see off of that like kind of how far you can move.
Huh. So if I wanted to go, I'm gonna draw an arrow. What's a good place to go in here? Like I'll tuck back out of my back, but
So off to your left, I mean, there's some crates and cover there. There's the two kind of beacons that Danny DeChizo is right
Yeah.
behind. Um,
Tiny dude behind two barrels.
I mean, there's plenty of cover around,
Yeah.
and you should be able to get. Um,
To them.
except move.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could see distance.
What is the large blue circle in the middle?
Is it like
That's
a
that's
info desk?
Oh, that, yes, that is actually exactly what that is. That is the information desk for the dock. Um, so it's
Cool.
probably, waist high-ish, so there's, partial cover there from pretty much any direction.
Duck a little. Cool. Are the things to my left cover or only the barrels?
No, those are like crates, so that's cover as well. Again, probably roughly
Oh yeah, I see
knee to
it.
chest
Totally
high.
like that's like 40 feet. Cool. Cool measuring thing.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't think I actually have that tool. I mean, I'm sure I do, but I don't know how to access it from the GM side. Oops.
Cool. I don't know how to make my arrow go away. Oh well.
No, if you right click it, there should be like a delete or something. Cause like I can't, only you
Oh,
can see it. Like I can't see it.
yeah, cool. It's gone. Okay. Uh, for simplicity's sake, I think I can get behind like this barrel. Do you
Go
see
for it.
that?
Yep, I see 30 feet to the left.
That was me trying to move myself. So how do I move myself?
Oh, hang on.
Maybe right click? Nope.
No, just leave it there. There we go.
Boom.
It
Boop.
it wants me to accept movement, and I can turn that off later.
So
Oh.
it turns out you didn't need the whole arrow. You just try to move yourself, and it just shows it.
That's kind of nice though because it lets you know kind of.
Yeah.
I have to just click accept, so you move where you want, and then I'll. Yeah. Um,
I couldn't quite get into the other thing. That was
so that's your
tricky.
that's your move action. Do
Yeah.
you want to do you
Oops.
want to do a standard action?
Yeah.
You can. I
I just
mean,
like shoot my gun
you
at
can
somebody,
you
probably
can
the guy in front of me.
certainly shoot someone. So,
Is he full covered or?
he's going to be. Can I assign things to him? I can. Which one is he? Crew 2. There's a lot of information on this combat tracker. Um, this guy.
Ah, here we go. Actions.
Oops, sorry, I did not mean to disappear him.
Whoops. They're just holograms.
Fuck, he's a ghost.
Uh,
No, just a cat.
I need the effects.
Oh, there's the range. Okay, okay.
We're getting there. It's gonna be a long first game, guys. Uh,
We're
effects.
learning.
I think I can. I think I have range on the guy straight above me over the waist high thing. If I like stand up, shoot him, and then duck.
Yeah, he actually does. Since you're technically closer to that than he is, he doesn't have cover like in that
Mm.
direction. Um, and there
Because
is.
my
Oh,
range is 80.
are you with? Okay, so what you want to do is
Yeah.
you want to hold down Control and
Okay.
click on the guy you want to shoot.
Okay. Let's do this.
There you go. And now,
Yeah.
did you pull up the combat tracker by any chance?
uh,
You guys
tell me
might want to see
now,
that.
just in case I
Upper
don't remember.
upper right hand corner of the
Uh-huh.
screen, there's the two crossed swords,
Yeah.
and that is the combat tracker. So if you pull
A.
that, that shows you kind of where you fall in the initiative. And if you look at your character EQ, it says targets Absalom gang member level 20.
Cool.
Yeah, it shows the guy that you are targeting.
And then I just like roll my gun, probably.
And then you would go to your actions page to where your gun is, and
Yeah.
then roll the hit.
Roll the hit. The damage or the
No,
hit?
no.
Where's the hit?
The hit is gonna be just the.
Single?
Hang on, I'm working on it. Yeah, probably. Let me check.
What's it? Yeah,
Single.
because
Yeah,
it's single
where
or
it says
full.
single,
Yeah. All right, because full is 2 shots, right?
Yeah.
Ayy. Oh boy,
So
that didn't
you
go very well.
miss.
Yeah.
But you learned how to do it,
I
which
know
is,
how to shoot my gun.
We are
part of
having
the
some
important
amazing
thing.
dice rolls today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
Some
roll
good,
me
good dice.
a d6.
Just a d6.
Yep, just roll a straight
Is there
d6,
is there
everyone.
a way to change the color of your dice?
Yes.
Because they're very hard to see when they're black.
Very far upper right hand corner where the cross swords are, all the way to the
Mhm.
right, there's a
Mhm.
one that says colors. If you click that, it brings up a palette, and you kind of move around and do it that way. You click colors to change it in tint levels, basically.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
Why
Cool.
is it not rolling my d6?
you got to drop it in the chat window.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
Chuck that d6. Um,
Yay.
all right, there is.
That's pretty cool.
I gotta find one more thing. Which should be so. It should be right here. Like, I don't know why it's not on my main screen.
Main screen turn on.
Well, like the ability to apply to like apply the effect of like cover and stuff is super important.
Yeah, a little bit.
Space and reach. Ah, there it is. Okay, got it. All right, so that is the. All right, what everybody roll? Anybody roll one? One, two.
Nope.
Okay, you all survive.
Close.
Um,
We all survived the first hour.
all right. So it's this guy's turn. I wish it told me which the guy that was.
We survived the shuttle.
Okay.
We haven't quite made it in the door yet.
He's gonna do that and shoot. He misses. That's all he's gonna do. Next
Swing and a miss.
is man number two.
Man two.
Ah, man.
He is going to go here. Nice. And he is going to hit. And then I gotta do damage. Hey, he shot a guy.
Oh no.
Who did he shoot?
Oh, you guys can't see that. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the gentleman in the bottom left-hand corner, he shot across to his kind of counterpart on the bottom right-hand corner, and he hit him not very hard, but it is now a full-on fight. Um,
So they're shooting each other.
it would appear that they
Interesting.
are shooting each other.
Interesting.
Well, we just walked into a gang war. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's fine.
Except, oh, whoa, what is going on here?
Where's our dwarf buddy? Just standing in the middle?
Well, we're getting to that. How do I make those go away? I have all these things going on now. There we go. There we go. Okay. It's this guy's turn. Why is it doing that? There we go. However, the gentleman straight across from you, EQ, that you shot at is
Mhm.
going to return the favor,
Well,
uh,
as he should.
as
Now, I
one
did say
does.
I ducked back down.
Uh, yes,
Assuming I
you
could do that.
did. He rolled a he. What's your EAC?
Um,
Because he rolled a 22.
EAC is 11.
Yeah, even with full cover, like even if you drop
Ouch!
prone, he probably still gets you. Um, so he's gonna roll damage on that.
Is it all automagic?
absorbed by SP. Oh, that's interesting.
Cool.
So you lost some stamina points. It'll show up on your screen, but you
Somewhere.
haven't taken actual hit point damage yet.
It didn't change, I don't think.
Um,
Uh-oh.
it didn't.
No. Max is 5, current is 0. Oh, wait. Did it use 5?
Oh,
Maybe?
could
Was it
be.
was it 5 before?
I don't know.
Hey Justin, show me your main
I mean,
screen.
everyone has a different amount, but five is about right.
Mine's
Main.
6-6.
In which case,
Yeah, okay, that's what it is.
you probably want to find cover because that was all of
Nice.
yours.
I just came here to read some books.
All right, it is your turn again, EQ, because you also had the highest initiative with
Okay.
an 8.
Such high
Them
rolls.
die rolls.
Hover, Vector and Danny DeChizo are actually going sometime next week.
They-
Mhm.
They're currently unaware that there's a firefight going on.
Yeah, they don't even know combat is
Eating some
happening.
pizza.
I've pinned it in the calendar.
Oh, look, a
So where I
pirate.
wanted
It
where I
already looks
wanted to
like
go
that
was
behind some stuff.
here
Yeah,
before, but I couldn't quite make it.
there you go.
I think I can now.
Hmm.
So I'm probably still open to the boys on the right, but that's okay. Um, can I like yell at the dwarf and be like, "The fuck's going on?"
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Uh, it's gonna take me a while to figure out where these live.
Yeah. What?
Hey.
You
Oh wow!
rolled a wonderful perception check,
Oh,
and you notice where the dwarf was once standing. He is, well, no
go on.
longer standing.
Oh
He
no.
appears to have fallen down
Uh
from
oh.
crossfire.
Uh oh.
Uh, that
Can I
isn't
tell if he's like
not
dead?
not from that distance. Also,
Shit.
laser weapons tend not to leave a big trail of blood.
No,
um,
not so much.
but you, from where you are, like behind the cover, like you just like kind of peeking out. He is most certainly laid out on the ground now.
I'm like, hey, Jerva. Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. That's a
Oh,
good way of looking
oh.
at that.
Okay. So these dudes are just shooting each other. Can we get back in the shuttle?
No, the shuttle has closed its doors. People have just kind of
Disappeared.
scattered, and because gunfire in broad daylight, this is not normal by any stretch of the imagination for the station. Panic is ensuing. So people are running about. The shuttle has closed and locked down, with the crew remaining inside, saying like, "Fuck this shit. I don't need this in my life. They don't pay me enough." So you are where you are right now,
Cool, cool, cool.
with at least one guy
Gonna.
content to shoot at you.
Sorry?
With
What's
at
that?
least one guy content to be shooting at you. I mean, they
Yeah,
they are aware of your
shoot back
presence.
at that guy. Can I, like, lean out of my cover and shoot him?
Yeah, when you're in cover, like you can shoot and duck back behind your cover without
Yeah,
penalty.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's a thing you can do. So if you still have him selected as a
I do.
target,
I
then
do.
you would just grab the dice and roll them.
Throw it. Get, like, a 1, probably. Oh,
13. That is a
Two
hit.
ones.
it's not bad. Yeah.
Whoa.
So
And then I
now,
roll damage.
yep, you find the one under damage and roll that.
Uh,
There's the one.
You have hit him.
Found it.
Ow.
You guys, I
Yeah.
used up the one. You're good.
Um. Yeah, you hit him. That was the thing.
I sure do.
Damage
I'm
one
just a
to
scholar.
one crew three. I'm just trying to figure out
What
what
was
is.
the super wholesome
Oh, there it is. Okay.
epithet?
Holy cannoli.
Holy cannoli.
Holy cannoli. Um. All right. So that is
Jesus.
that is your turn. Jodo, you are up,
Woo.
sir,
All right.
with that
Uh,
whopping 7 initiative roll.
with a ringing cry of, oh shit, they're shooting at me, I am going there.
What is your movement speed, sir?
My movement is 30. However, while wearing light armor, I get a plus 10 because I am a
Ooh.
fleet.
You are on fleet.
Fleet yeet. There you go, sir. You.
Yeet. And I am diving over that motherfucker into cover.
Hell yeah.
Well, then give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Acrobatics?
Yep.
I'm excited to see how cinematic this is.
Yeah, I mean that's good. I mean it was wait, you did kind of like the Dukes of Hazzard slide across the top of it and just drop in, so not a problem
Listen, I practiced that a lot in my acting
in your acting
training.
days. Yeah,
Yeah.
all that acting train is
It's paying off, boys.
for
And
all
on the
those
shuttle the whole way here.
That's right.
spaghetti space westerns.
All right, so how do I pick who I am going to fire at?
You hold down Control and select target.
I believe that's it. So that one. I believe you can see it, right?
Yes, I can. I'm still trying to figure out how to apply cover for you guys so that you
All right.
can do that.
So
Oh
then I
yeah.
just
I'm kind of
single,
trying to
right?
half do that. Yeah.
Whiff.
You surprisingly
Whoa.
look. It was like you jump in, you dive, you slide across the table, grab the gun. Like you were just a little too fast with it, and so when the trigger comes off, you're just not quite recovered from that really cool slide you did.
But I look good.
So oh,
We're
you
real
look
we're real jet lagged.
amazing. You look amazing, sir. All
Amazing.
right, downside king, bandit number one. All right, he's
Again.
gonna shoot. Why is it doing? Oh, because that's who he targeted. But we got that guy, which I think I want to do that. He is gonna shoot. So the guy left middle or right middle is gonna shoot guy at left middle, and he hits him for 1 point of damage, and then next is the other downside crew guy. There he is. I'm just trying to keep this easy. So they're just shooting straight across from them. Uh, it's a large encounter for me. I have to roll a lot of dice. Um, hit.
Yeah, wasn't quite expecting
Yeah.
to fight 6 people as soon as I got off the ship.
So there's that, and then
I mean, they're mostly fighting themselves. If
this
I
guy,
hadn't aggroed one of them.
Well,
it's gonna shoot
to be
there.
fair, I think I aggroed another one too.
All right. So again, there's more kind of crossfire going on. Guys on right shooting guys on left. Guys on left shooting guys on right. It's mass pandemonium. Vector, you are up, sir.
Okay. No. Um.
Makes for good
I.
radio.
That's my fault. I gave them an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't exactly just hold on to that.
So I want to go rescue this dwarf person, which may or may not be dead. I know I can reach the dwarf in time because I can move up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
I guess all I could do is take his lifeless body and stand in the middle of
There's
the
like crates
crossfire for a
next to
turn.
him, right?
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
idea, is to grab him and then.
Or
That
is that
I
ground?
think that's more like grading, like in the ground, probably like air
Okay.
circulation of that
That makes sense.
stale air.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's to kind of to the right is the closest stuff. I'm also thinking that Danny might move out of that cover and I can take the dwarf back there.
Nope.
Um,
Just throw the dwarf at him.
cool.
um,
Because my original idea was to jump in the little info kiosk, but that is
It's
sadly
taken.
taken.
you guys are allowed to talk to each other. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay, okay, okay.
Shove him over.
Um,
Yeah.
Plenty of
Just
room.
shove him over into there.
Okay,
what's your movement speed?
30.
Okay, so if you take like a full like dash action, I will let
Two.
you get to him, do a strength check, and then try and dump him in the info
Behind that.
kiosk.
Okay.
Nice.
All
Let's
right,
see.
so you did that. So accept
Strength.
move.
Good thing I didn't make it 8.
No, that's just your score. That's
Oh,
not
that's
a
the
dice
score.
roll.
How do I roll it?
Um,
This?
yep,
Yeah.
probably. There you
Yay!
go.
Woo!
13. Okay, I'll say yeah. You don't both get in there. There's not enough room for both of you
Sure.
either. But if
I
you
just want to dump the.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
oh,
uh-oh.
Doug.
I'll deal with that.
I
Uh,
just want to dump his lifeless body in there so he
so
doesn't
I'll
get
put
shot.
you there, and then we'll just kind of dump him there. Make a perception check too.
Sure. Uh,
Actually,
Perception.
yeah, perception.
Too late. Did it.
I like it.
It's okay.
He is not moving. Like just so we're perfectly clear, he is showing no signs of life at this point.
That's probably fine.
Um, probably okay. Yeah,
I just toss him on top of Jodo.
right. Yeah, so he kind of plops down
He's your
in
problem
into
now.
there.
Hide behind the disc.
Uh, he's a dwarf, so he's small. So yeah, I think 13 is enough to move that body. So all right, so that's your turn. Danny DeChizo, you are up, sir.
I'm just gonna fucking chill where I am and finish eating my salmon.
Okay.
Are,
Cause
Uh,
I'm behind cover already.
so you don't want to do anything?
I'll see. Well, hmm, don't really want to piss anyone off yet until there's a little less numbers. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So do you want to ready an action of any kind?
Yeah, I'll take my pistol out.
Okay. So top of the order, D6s from everybody.
Okay. Eh.
Charge.
Achoo. Oh, I die.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Who is that guy? Where is he at? There he is. All right. Which one? Okay, oh, that's cool. I see who everybody's targeting now. That's nice.
Hmm.
Um, so that guy is going to now. Okay, I gotta take the time to figure this out because if I
Mhm.
don't give you cover, you could very well die.
Mhm.
right.
Correct. Effect.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm the squishy one.
I'm kind of squishy too.
Uh-oh, we're all the squishy one.
To be fair, they can just throw you in the kiosk with me. Yeah.
I have bandages or something.
This is where we're gonna pile all the bodies, I guess.
Yeah, I got some med patches.
Uh, okay, let me figure this out.
Is there any way that I can even see if this dwarf is alive now that he's in there with me?
Right,
Um,
probably.
Check or something?
you can do a medicine check on your turn.
Okay.
Um,
Stop trying to skip ahead of the line, Jenna.
Well, I'm just
Jesus.
asking because
no,
I
that's
don't know
fine.
how
I
it
mean, you can
works.
ask me questions while I'm looking this stuff up.
Hmm.
Apply, cover.
How's your day?
I mean, it's good.
Nice, nice.
Danny Gichizo. Fucking love that name.
Apply cover modifier button. There's a
Mm.
cover modifier. Oh, wait a minute. Is that what that is?
Whoops.
Oh, maybe that's it. Um,
You found a button?
I did find a button.
Ooh.
It might be the right one that saves your
Hey.
life. Um,
Hey.
I just need to look up real quick what the modifiers are. I don't want to cheat you out of points because I'll be like, yeah, it's probably just a -1. It's like, oh no, that should have been a -3. He should have still been alive. 253.
253.
I also haven't had a chance to make up all my cheat sheets that I want yet. Cover.
Not again.
This is how cover works. Yeah, great. I need to know the modifiers, guys. Come on.
You're making fun of my dog.
September 4th.
Okay, plus
Ooh, your
plus
headset also looks
2.
like my headset. Yep. Down to the glowing. pulsating RGB.
Nice. It's
Hmm.
Friday.
'Cause I spend too much money on stupid shit.
It was my
Uh,
birthday present.
Not that
I'm gonna
bad.
say
Happy
that that should be
birthday.
-2.
That's gross. That's real
no,
gross.
no, you're gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that guy is there. He is going to deselect that guy. Nope.
Good girl, good quiet.
The dog outside barking.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds like the dog inside.
No, she's barking in response. I'm just saying, like, what she's
The
barking
dog outside is so loud it sounds like the
at.
dog inside.
Hmm.
There's
Cardboard
a
walls.
new dog next door, and he likes to
There we
bork.
go. Okay. We're gonna see if this worked.
All right.
He
Science.
rolled a 2
Hey.
+4 versus EAC -2. Okay, so
Hmm.
that should have been a +2. Got it. But he misses either way.
Cool.
So, so that's
But
his
you figured out the
turn.
thing.
But I did figure out how to do that. There's a little
Awesome.
thing in the bottom corner for me that says modifier.
Cool.
I did not know it meant for
Oh, that thing.
cover.
Let's see.
All right. So
Oh. Oh God.
this, what'd you do?
I don't know. I clicked something. It's okay.
You broke it.
It's fine.
Everything is fucked.
All right. He is going to return fire at Jodo be-
Again.
because you shot at him.
I mean,
So as one does, he returns and he hits. So what did he hit with? A 19, 9, 8, 7. Yeah, he still would have hit you because your defense is 11. So
Poop.
roll damage. There you go. You took 2 points of damage. And moving right along, this guy is going to fire at him. So the guy in the upper left is attacking guy in upper right. I know this is just thrilling storytelling, but there's a lot going
Mm.
on, and
We
I'm
can't
trying.
name them because then we'll be attached to them.
Yeah, and he hit. Okay, it was a shit roll, so I wasn't expecting that. And he takes 3 points of damage.
damage.
All right,
Damage.
EQ, you are up.
Hit me. Oh boy. Um. Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna shoot that guy again, but twice.
All right, so to shoot him twice, you take a -4 to hit,
Oh. Oh.
but you get to shoot twice.
Oh.
So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's.
What's better?
Go big or go home.
Fair enough.
I mean, like your combat abilities may not be great in
It's
order
not.
with you.
It's already
I
not.
mean,
So
try it. You could certainly try, right?
we're finding out how this works. We're
I
gonna do
mean,
it.
it'll look cool.
It'll look real cool.
So you miss.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Oh,
I
does
mean,
it like roll two and then add them together
I
or
think
something?
no, I think it's just one roll at minus
No, there were
four.
two. There were two dice,
Yeah,
and
you
there was
rolled
a six
two.
and a one.
You rolled two
Oh,
at -4
it
on
only
your
showed
two
me. Oh,
attacks.
there they were. I could
Yeah.
the map covered up a bit for me. There we go.
Interesting.
So you missed, but you missed
But
twice.
I
Yeah.
missed
No,
looking
it
cool.
shows the first one was a hit for
Pew,
me.
pew.
Oh no,
Oh,
yeah, the first
what?
one hit.
Oh
Yeah, you
shit.
hit
So
once.
so roll damage once.
Oh,
Oh, I see it. Huh. Damn it. Pichu. Again with the one.
Hey,
Awesome.
it's a damage.
I'm just I'm just picking them off with
Yeah.
paper
oh,
cuts.
that's the number after. I thought it was 12 -4, but it was probably like 16.
No,
Yeah,
you yeah,
16
it's
minus
16
4.
minus 4
Yeah.
is 12. Also, if it says attack, that means you hit, and then like see below that where it
Yeah.
says miss,
I
that's
only
when
saw
she
the
missed.
second one,
Yeah.
and then I didn't even see the first
So,
one.
but you hit that man.
I'm being
Uh,
very annoying.
he is not happy. He is taking shots from several different locations. Uh, none
He
of
doesn't even
them.
know who I am.
Yeah, none of them is. Yeah, he's not happy. He kind of got himself out there in the middle of things and is wishing that he now hadn't. Um,
I mean,
so
same.
next, Jodo,
Alrighty.
I'm out of lemonade and vodka. We're gonna have a problem.
What am I doing here? Is the medicine check on the dwarf a full action? Like, can I still
It
shoot?
is a standard action, so you would not be able to shoot if you checked on him now.
I mean, he seems kind of important since he had our names on a
And
card. So.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you know this. He is not moving and has a hole in his neck.
Okay.
That's a good
Well,
thing
you
to
didn't
know.
mention the hole before.
Well,
Well,
we couldn't see
you
it
kind
before.
of you didn't like score great, and you were more worried about moving the gentleman from one place to
Yeah,
the other.
yeah,
So now that he is laying lifeless next
yeah.
to Jodo, like
He can look
passive
down.
passive perception, there is a hole in that man's neck.
That man is dead. Okay. Dead AF. Got it. Well, I guess I'm gonna continue shooting at my original target,
All right. Well,
gang member two,
yep.
and I'm gonna take 2 shots because YOLO.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Damn, son.
Throw those
Yeah.
damage dice. I think you can. I don't know if it has
I
damage for
think you.
both of them as well.
I don't know.
I
Uh,
don't know.
hang on. I'd
You
have
have to
to.
roll it
Hang on.
twice, or do you roll?
Give me a second. Let me pull up your sheet real quick. Full attack bonus. So you would just throw. Yeah, throw damage twice is all you're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. He
Yeah.
took. Which one guy was that?
It is
22.
gang member two.
There he is. Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's not happy. Uh,
No one here is
I
happy.
mean, he's not looking great. I mean, you've grazed him a couple times. Like there's definitely like he's visibly damaged. It's not like he's got like power armor on or anything. These guys are in kind of the same kind of crap that you guys are in.
Okay.
All right. So now this man's turn. We're just gonna keep him. Middle right gang member is attacking middle left gang member. He hits him. There is damage that is being done. Uh, he hits him pretty good. Catches him in the shoulder probably with that. Spins him around a bit. Does not like his life.
Have we
Two.
like accidentally taken a side? Are we all shooting at one gang?
I think so.
You kind of
Cool.
have.
You guys have.
I think we joined a gang, you guys.
Guys, we just joined the gang.
Accidental gang war. This is my
That was a
spaceship.
hit. There's damage. Uh, he's
I
still
chose
feeling
to join the
okay.
gang with the better cover.
Not the worst strategy there, to be honest. Which side do you want to join? Well, I'll hide better over here. Bottom right is attacking bottom left. He takes some damage, a little bit. Level 21, 2. Yeah, he's. And then
Hey.
Vector, you're up.
All right. Which one was the one we've been attacking and is shooting back at us, or which one?
So, if you look at the combat tracker, it should show you what everyone else is targeting, but I
It
can
says
tell you
who they
that
are. I don't know which one's
EQ
which.
is shooting the person straight to the north of her. Jodo is shooting the person southwest of him.
Okay.
And Gooey has been eating a cheese wheel, probably, one would assume.
Alright,
Uh,
it's a grilled cheese sandwich for my partner.
oh, sorry.
I'm trying to figure out where would be.
Racist.
I guess have. Kind of impressed.
Kind of trying to figure out where would be the best cover. There's not really anything good from where I am.
No.
There's this, I guess, but then the person above could. Oh no, I might have cover from the kiosk or
Partial, I think.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
I can probably
I'm
give you
gonna
like a
move there,
1. Okay.
and I'm just gonna ask Amma if she's doing all right. Are you hurt? Are you good?
I'm gonna look down at myself and be like, eh.
Okay, I'm not gonna shoot anyone. I'm not taking sides in this, so I just want to make sure everyone's not dead.
I've had better days.
I am protecting my pretty face, so I have to shoot people.
Okay. So
There's my windbreaker.
you're just chilling. Do you want to hold an action to shoot at somebody if they happen to shoot at you?
Or like duck and cover.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there like a defensive maneuver I could do?
Not at your level. Those are
Yeah.
a thing in the future. But
Shoot back if
I
your
would
shot sounds
yeah,
nice.
I would allow you, like, you can hold your action, so you could hold your
Cool.
action as like returning fire.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't.
But you don't want to shoot the
I
squishy
mean, if
people?
somebody shoots at you, it's probably assumed a good assumption that they're going to continue to shoot at you. They're
All
probably not
right,
going to just
yeah.
stop.
All right,
Okay.
fine.
I mean, that doesn't do
Well, I mean,
anything.
at this point, they're probably just confusing me for the people that I walked in with and shooting
Like they're like, I
randomly.
don't
But
know these people.
I'm not with them.
I was just on the plane, like
um, since I can't take a defensive, I know a full defense would take my entire turn. So I'll ready my action to shoot back if someone shoots me. Um, uh, yeah,
yeah, that
Yeah.
works because you that's move in a standard, so that gives you
yeah.
that's okay. So you're good.
But
Danny
I'm high.
DeChizo, how's that grilled cheese tasting?
It's pretty good. I'm
All
gonna
right,
keep eating this motherfucker with my pistol sitting next to me.
Is it
uh,
space cheese?
all right.
It
With
sounds so
that,
smooth.
Well,
takes
we're in space. It's like
That
space
cover
cheese.
cheese.
takes a hell of a lot longer to
I'm
get through this
going
combat when
Canadian
half you
style.
motherfuckers aren't shooting. I'm just saying. Top of the round, here we go. Everybody, roll me a d6.
Oh no, not this again.
Whoopsie.
Uh-oh.
All right. Um, so who is level two? Where is he? There he is. All right, Joe. To the guy to your northwest
Northwest.
is going two shots is at you.
Great.
Noticing that you're sitting there uh, with the dead dwarf next to you, he gets a little nervous. He may be shooting at you. He may be shooting at the dwarf just to make sure. You don't know, but he does hit you. And then roll damage on that. You take 3 points of damage from that attack.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh wait, shit. Cause covers. He rolled a 15. What's your EAC?
My EAC is 11.
Yeah, no, okay, he still hits you. Just checking.
Yep.
Covers a big deal in this, and I'm not used to having to deal with it. All right, the second guy, where's that? And the guy you have been shooting is also going to shoot at you this
Great.
round. Ooh.
Lovely.
Oh,
Um.
this is gonna hurt real bad.
I hope you weren't attached to this
Uh-oh.
character. um.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
So what is it? Double damage or like what? It's
Oh,
critical in this game.
Ooh.
ooh, that
So a
hurt.
critical hit is so a 20 in Starfinder. A 20 automatically hits if
Mhm.
you automatically hit and you beat the target's armor class. That is a critical hit, in which
Nice.
you double the dice rolled. Um,
Double, yeah.
and in this case, seeing that the gang member is using an azimuth laser pistol, you also take burn damage.
God damn it.
That's what the
Zing.
critical damage is burn damage, which I don't think continues.
That's good.
Fire damage like would light you on fire. You're just badly burned, and so it's more than normal. Um, you are uh,
Severely wounded.
yeah. You're at 6 wounds out of 10 hit points, so you have 4 hit points left.
Yes.
Um,
Oh.
I mean it wasn't supposed to be this hard. Um,
Um.
some of
We
you.
have two people not shooting.
I mean, maybe you should yell at those two people. Not I can't help you. Um,
Maybe you guys should stop shooting at the people that weren't even shooting at you.
They killed our
this
meeting person.
They
guy,
did. They killed our dwarf dude.
13. He hit. They're also not doing you any favors when they're attacking each other because they haven't really done a lot of damage to each other. Uh, that's the thing.
It's just a
Um,
stage battle. The dwarf had a squib on his
EQ,
neck.
you
Yes.
are you're up.
So you're saying there's only room for one person in that little kiosk?
I mean, you could maybe like try and kick the dwarf like up against the side, and then there'd be room for two of you.
Because I feel like I should go help him. He looks injured.
If you
if not dead.
But she doesn't know that.
you have the ability, so
No, not the dwarf. Not the dwarf. You.
Oh, yeah.
you have so your abilities, because you
Uh-huh.
guys have abilities.
Uh-huh.
You can. I don't know if you have to be within touch to cast your spells.
Right. Okay, let's look at that.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge,
Yeah.
nudge.
Fair enough.
Know what I mean?
Let's see. I mean, my spells aren't what helps here, because I'm not that class.
Second to catch transfer charge, energy ray, detect magic. Uh,
But also, I could be using these things instead.
yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Uh,
Where the don't? Oh, maybe the range is in here. Yeah, the range is inside the little purple icon, whatever the fuck it is. Still looks like a pretty bow.
yeah, I'm not sure what that is either. None of you
Okay,
guys
go
have
in
well,
here.
out of the two of you that are attacking, neither of you have combat abilities. Just making
Okay,
sure.
that one's touched, so I can't use that one.
If only one of you was precisely designed to shoot things.
Oh, what are you talking about? That one's range very close. That one doesn't help. But this one I can definitely use. Definitely.
So, if you, what are you doing? What are you thinking about doing?
Uh,
Let's talk through this.
shit. I'm trying to find the thing I wanted to do that had the good range, and now I can't find it. Is it energy ray? No, that's 25 feet.
Well, on the plus side of just me and EQ doing all the combat here, I want to say that we should probably be the only ones getting XP for this if we survive.
See, that last part there is the
If we survive.
important thing.
Oh, it wasn't energy ray. It was detect magic. That's not very useful. I don't think anything magical is happening here. I don't have any intuition to check magic anywhere. Um, yeah, all my stuff needs to be much closer. How close is this boy? 30.
Hey, boys.
So if I unselect that guy, no, he's just not close enough. Oh well, maybe next time. I'm gonna shoot my bad gun.
Shoot the bad gun.
Pew pew.
Now,
I need
you
a gun
do have
that.
one thing that's kind of weird. Your transfer charge can actually
Yes.
do damage.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Hang on,
because
let me
if
look
you
at that.
target like an enemy's weapon with it
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
overcharge their gun, it could
Haha.
possibly explode, I think is how that
But
works.
but the range is touch. I gotta
Okay.
touch the gun.
I wouldn't recommend
I'm
touching
not
any of
gonna
their
touch the
guns.
gun.
That seems like a bad idea.
But it's a good idea for another
Yeah,
situation.
okay. So all right. So
Oh,
there
what's this one?
what do you
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
you have a
Here's what I'm
plan?
gonna do. I got I got a stupid thing I can do,
Wow, I love
which
stupid things.
is,
Those always work out.
but it's only within 60 feet. Damn, that guy's also 65.
You're
Well,
talking about
I could get one guy.
energy ray?
Detect thoughts.
Oh, detect thoughts.
I
But
still want to know what's happening.
people are shooting at each other.
But why?
You're
Full
gonna
sail.
you
This
can
is a lawless wasteland.
Is it
Oh,
just
Marley, you
we've
should just
arrived in
like,
Lawless Wasteland?
if you want to detect thoughts, detect
Uh-huh.
thoughts on the guys that you guys are allegedly maybe studying with.
so you have energy ray too,
I do. It
which
is 25 feet.
Oh, gosh, there.
so I'm just trying to help you with what, and you're not close
Yeah,
enough to hit
just
anybody with it.
everybody's not quite close enough.
Just yeah.
So
So I think you're
it just
back to
comes back to
pulling
shooting
triggers.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can tell you
Uh-huh.
that,
Uh-huh.
and you guys should be able to see. Do you guys see the little dots on the enemies in the bottom corners?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so the darker red that is, the closer they are to death.
Nice.
But if you have a question about a specific guy, I can give you information about that.
What's how many how big is this family?
Well, you see, it's a long line of gang members and low income housing and nothing to do but fuck. So, it's a large family, like rabbit sized family probably. Um,
Probably.
I wouldn't suggest you concern yourself with that right now. I can tell you the most beat up is, oh, where's that guy?
Ooh.
Oh, the most beat up guy is the one
Uh-huh.
right to your left.
Well, shoot, I already shot the other guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, did
You
you
hit
do
him
your
twice?
double again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, we'll roll your damage twice.
it worked better this time. Ooh, a full
Nice.
two. I need a gun with better damage than a freaking D4.
Unfortunately, you
Hey!
couldn't
Hey,
afford one. Hey, you
D4!
killed a man
I killed a man! Woo!
Yeah.
with just a hail of gun plasma laser fire.
I'm gonna like pat the
Look,
robot and be like, "Did you see that?"
EQ EQ follows the rules of if you throw enough lead down range, eventually
Law
Uh,
of
you will
averages.
drop the target.
Just
Uh,
keep shooting.
and he does fall down dead. So unlike heroes, NPCs don't have resolve points. So when they hit zero, they are
Right.
dead.
They done.
Um, Jodo, it is your turn, sir.
Uh, I am not looking too good, but the guy who has been shooting me, I am not very
Looking
happy with.
worse.
So we're gonna return that favor and hopefully kill him.
Return fire.
Yay!
Hmm, you got one.
Pew, 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 pew.
Take it.
It's hard to dodge around the dwarf's dead body, and you're kind
Right.
of trying to maintain your cover while still, and
Yeah.
so yeah. But you do manage to hit him for 2 points of damage.
Take it.
He is on death's doorstep, but still able to pull his trigger. Just so we're all
I
clear.
also would like to take an action to yell at my two comrades. Please help me. Please.
I
I'm
don't know
too
you. Who the
pretty
fuck are
to
you?
die. Please.
From the behind the crates, you hear, "I'm
Don't you know
helping."
who I am?
Do you not know who I am?
I
No.
starred
No, I
Exactly.
don't.
in the special show, The Crawling Dead on DMX. Go check it out. Please save me.
Like and
I hate
subscribe.
that show.
Like,
Like,
smash
like,
that like button.
smash that like button.
I pull up
Okay.
my com link and go to his YouTube page. Smash that like.
Smash that. Can we get 5,000 likes on my death, please?
11 hits, rolls damage. He is he takes 4 points of damage, so middle right to middle left. Gang members still pretty content to shoot at each other for the most part. Um, that's a hit. Three. Give me just a second here. Okay. And then next, there's just an acre, you fellas. That's a hit. This guy shoots the same one that Jodo just got done plugging, and kills him
Oh, thank God.
dead.
Yay.
As you see him yell, "Try using your good eye," and he shoots the guy and takes him out for you. Vector, you're up.
All right, seeing them attacking my good, I was gonna say friend. I don't even
Your
know if
good
I know him.
acquaintances.
My good acquaintance
That
Jodo.
handsome man.
Uh, uh, I mutter to myself, "How do I get pulled into this?" And I take fire at this one, I guess. Can I
Sure.
shoot that far?
It's 65
Look at your
feet.
gun.
The range should be. I mean,
It's
you can
30.
always hit them, but there's a penalty at range. Um, but it should be. What's the range on those?
30
30?
is mine.
I thought you got the
Nope.
same gun as me.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm gonna move up and shoot.
I'm going to.
Just straight up charge at him.
I don't
So the
suggest doing
left and
that.
top are dead, so.
Kind of seems like what I have to do.
Well, you could kind of go left over here. I'll just move you.
Could like
Uh,
do this, I
okay.
guess.
I was thinking to the other side of the
Uh,
kiosk.
Yeah. So you're
where
covered
that
from the guys to
little
the
two
right.
green orbed thing is. Like you could kind of tuck yourself in.
Right in the
Can
doorway.
I can't get there.
Oh,
30.
that's 30 feet.
Can you
Uh,
get can you get right here?
I can get here.
You can't go over
that's
more?
probably good. That'll cover you from. If you go
Hit
to
the
where
top
you
and bottom
are
of that.
now, that
Or
covers you from everyone but the guy you're gonna shoot at.
yeah.
All right. Well, has his it doesn't matter. Never mind. All right. Let's do that then. I guess. Sure.
All
Why not?
right.
35. God damn. All right.
Man.
Whatever. I take one well-aimed shot. This.
It was not as well aimed as you would have liked it to have been.
No.
I
Wow.
appreciate
And the
the effort.
the
Thank you.
panic and the hustle, it did not work out well. Danny
Disappointed.
DeChizo.
Cheese it.
Sorry, some passes. Can I move up to the kiosk?
I'm sorry, what?
Can I move up to the kiosk?
How? What's your movement speed? I mean, if you drag your character there, it'll show how
It'll
far it
show
is.
how far.
Yeah. I think your base speed is 30.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think the rat guys are a little different though.
Oh,
Cool,
maybe.
cool, cool. Yep, compare. There.
Should show on
Yeah,
your
I
main
thought I had
page.
a movement bonus.
Uh,
Hang on. He does Scrounger? I don't think that's it. Nope. No, you don't.
Whatever. I'll go up there.
Alrighty. There you are.
I'm gonna try to shoot that guy.
Whatever guy you want to shoot, hold down control and click on them. And that targets them. And now go to your actions page and roll to hit.
Nice. I think I'm missing it. Oh, there it is. Actions.
Yeah. Should be single.
Yeah,
Move, so
single.
just moved.
It's under single, yeah. You miss. You're
Hmm.
close, but not quite.
Wait, I had proficiency in small arms, which gives me a +1.
Plus one and then plus. Hang on. Where's your. Does that do it? No. Where's your main page? Actions.
Weapon focus. Small arms, you gain +1 bonus to attack rolls with weapon type.
Yeah, but you just got a +3.
Yeah, but that's from his dexterity, so it should have been a 14. Well, we can adjust that later. But let me see
Oh,
the.
I also do have small arms proficiency.
Let me see what guy you're shooting at. This guy. His. What did you hit? That doesn't make sense.
oh.
What?
Oh, you threw your battery at him.
Oh, that's why that didn't
What?
work. Roll damage on the gun.
Oh yeah.
The gun.
Oh,
not the battery.
Yeah.
Reloading.
Okay. Don't re-roll the attack, but drag the damage dice over it. Because an 11 would have hit him. That's why that didn't make sense.
Oh.
Because his EAC is only a 10. So just roll damage, and it should apply it. Yep. And he dies.
Yay.
Yay.
To battery to the face.
Top of the
that's
round.
a very strong fucking battery, okay?
yeah.
Jeez.
Top of the round. Dead man. Still dying. Oh wait, no.
Do we
What?
need to roll d6s?
Yeah, there we go. Let's see here. There, and then there, and then Ama, you are up. Roll a
Okay.
perception check.
Okay.
Hey.
19. At this point, you hear what appear to be space sirens, I guess,
Uh oh. Hit the
from,
foot. Cheese it.
from, and
We gotta go.
the remaining gang members have definitely are definitely in more of a let's get the fuck out of here type situation. So they are retreating back kind of in this way. We're gonna take a break from combat for a second.
Right.
What do
Which
you want
way
to
do I
do?
know? Do I know which way the sirens are coming from? Since it's
Not
remote.
yet. It's still kind of. The perception check more gave you information on bad guys and what they're doing.
Cool, cool, cool.
So I'll let you see their movements.
We're
But
backing up.
yeah. So what do you want to do?
I mean,
I mean, it's basically your choice now whether or not you want to pursue those guys or not.
I think I want to come over like here and help people. Maybe do some like medicine checks.
Yeah, you could do that.
I think Jodo needed help.
Oh yeah. There's. I got a boo boo. It's
I
bad.
He's
got,
got a
I,
boo
I
boo.
got a boo boo. Um, yeah,
Should
you
I
can.
reach him from here?
Well, if you're not gonna participate in combat,
Uh,
if you guys all decide that you're not gonna pursue, then we
mhm.
can end combat and then you can move wherever you want to move.
Yeah, I'm not pursuing
Right.
that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna chase
Yes.
those guys.
I
Okay.
want to go loot some
Um.
dudes.
Plus, we
So
accidentally joined their gang already.
Yeah.
yeah. Um. Okay. Hang on. I'm trying to find medicine checks because there's a thing to that.
There is, there is a thing to that. I also have some med patches if
143.
they help.
Alright.
Well, what does a med patch do? It should tell you if you click on it.
Uh, I don't know if it makes it faster. Allows you to attempt medicine checks and determines the DC of medicine checks. Treat deadly wounds. Page 143. But after I got those, I also ended up taking some medicine uh, rank.
Mm-hmm.
I ranked it. I
Ah,
don't know
okay.
if these are even
It's
useful
based on
anymore.
the medical equipment used. So you can do treat deadly wounds.
Ah, I see, I
Takes
see.
1 minute.
Yeah.
If you succeed the check, you restore 1 hit point per level or CR of the creature you are treating. If you exceed the DC by 5 or more, you add your intelligence modifier to the amount
Oh.
healed. A creature can only receive this treatment once every
Oof.
24 hours, unless it's delivered in a medical lab.
uh,
Most medical labs allow you to treat a creature's deadly wounds at least twice per day.
I mean, there's probably a lab somewhere on this
So it
station.
doesn't tell
I hope
me.
so.
Does it tell you what the medicine pack gives you? Like, does it tell you like the bonus it applies?
Hmm, allows you to have a medicine check untrained with a plus 10 circumstance bonus?
Okay, but that's weird that it says
Uh,
the DC is based on the medical equipment used.
oh, hang on. Maybe on this page. There's a hardness and an HP, which is weird.
No, that's like it's like if
There's
you
a level.
someone was trying to destroy it.
It's level 1.
We're gonna say just because I will look it up for next time. Let's go with DC 10. So
Sure.
roll a medicine check.
Okay. We're gonna learn how to do that. What is she eating? Okay, no, that's good. That's a good thing to eat.
Mhm.
Probably this one. Ugh.
Got it. You beat it by 5,
Yeah.
which I said that does a thing.
Yay!
Um, you add
Oh
your
yeah, that does a
intelligence
thing.
modifier to the amount healed.
So my
So,
intelligence modifier is 4.
wow. So you heal 5, Jodo. I made that way too easy, probably.
Yeah.
But you should take it.
So that is one.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
I
Uh,
am no longer half dead. Woo!
Yay.
Still got a boo boo, but I'm not dead.
I put a band-aid. It's got a cartoon character on it.
I love cartoons.
So while they're doing the healing thing, I'm gonna loot the guy down in the bottom left corner.
okay. Um, the guy in the bottom left corner has on him flight suit, station wear, azimuth laser pistol with battery, a club, and a cred stick with 150 credits on it.
What type of laser pistol?
The azimuth laser, like the cheap one that everyone else has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or that you might have too. I don't remember if you took the.
Does the dwarf have any
I got
notes
one.
on him? Like I'm gonna go to a gang war now. All the best. Like, are there any hints? I know why there was something like this happening on the dwarf.
Yeah. So if you, uh, sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. I was looking up the DCs for that because now we're talking about the dwarf, and that's actually important. All right. Searching the dwarf's body, you find. Uh, yeah,
I
there's
search his hips because they do not lie.
What?
where is it? Here we go. Other than his computer, he doesn't have much on him. And the computer just basically has descriptions of each of you, as well as one additional name, Chiskik, Chiskisk, Chiskisk. Man, not my name. And an address. Everyone that wants to know the address,
Mhm.
or everyone that wants to know if that name sounds familiar, roll me a culture check.
Culture.
Yeah,
Where the
let's
hell is
find this
that?
Siscus culture.
Where? Oh, there it is. Oh.
Woo!
Oh. Can I even do this?
Uh,
Untrained. Yeah.
whoop. Sweet.
Okay.
Getting it out of the way.
Good roll.
So everybody but Vector, everybody but the guy asking the question, when he says like, "Hey, there's this statement here that's not one of us, or I don't think it's one of us," and it says Chiskisk, Chiskisk,
It says
Chiskisk.
this is
Dude, it's
Triska?
C
Trisk.
H okay, Chiskisk,
Siscus.
Chiskisk,
Seabiscuit.
and Seabiscuit.
It's Jesus.
Everyone else recognizes that
I'm like,
name
oh,
as
Chiskisk.
yeah. Everyone else recognizes that name as a high-ranking Starfinder on Absalon Station, and that the address is for the Lore Spire complex, which is the Starfinder Society headquarters on that station.
Bum, bum, bum.
Um, about that time, you notice the authorities start coming in. An officer walks up to you, Vector, seeing how you're standing over a dead body,
Yep.
and it's like, hey,
I mean, I guess we all are
I'm gonna
because
go ahead.
we're.
Yeah, you kind of all gathered around. Um, and starts demanding to know what exactly happened here. Like, I need you all to put your weapons down and explain what the hell is going on.
Yeah, my weapon's down. I say that we were ambushed by a gang. I guess seems to be the going.
Okay. So he is taking a look around. He sees that there is more than just the one dead body, and a couple of more officers kind of spread out and check on him. And
I'm
you,
gonna point at that corner and say they went that way,
Yeah, I point to the corner where all the remaining gang members
cause
are.
I saw them.
yeah, these guys are all. Yeah, the other set of gang members are all gone.
No, they
Um,
were on the map. I thought
yeah. Sorry.
they were just hanging out.
Um,
I know. I just want to tell the like cop people
Yeah.
that they went that way, cause there's like a hallway up there.
there we go.
There.
They're all gone. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. So a couple of the officers, you see one of them motion over, like, Captain, we got another one over here, and he goes over and takes a look. Oh, all right. And so he comes back. He's like, and says, well, these gentlemen that are no longer living appear to be members of the level 21 crew. So, and you're saying that there was another group down here as well?
Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
This was self-defense, officer.
well, you're white, so shit. Um, roll me a diplomacy check. Yeah, that's the thing. You can roll diplomacy in this.
Oh.
Oh.
So I'm so not saying over the dead,
Do it from all of us.
gang member.
What's that?
So I definitely tell
No,
you,
I figured you kind of made your way back when the officers
Right.
started showing up.
I was
Um,
known to each and every single one of them, dude. Just so you know.
so there's
Oops.
So after a
I'm not
while,
helping.
you kind of relay the tale of like we just got here. There was a bunch of gunfire. We were trying to save our friend. He apparently has taken a laser to the neck. Um, and around this time, also as well as police officers, there appears like a medical staff starts to arrive and starts checking everybody out that might want to get looked at.
Medic,
Um,
medic.
yeah, and they'll go ahead and top you off and heal that last point of damage
Sweet.
that you have. They just apply a med patch to the one little part that EQ didn't get to. Is like,
Like
here,
a
let me
little
just.
band-aid.
Am I gonna die, Doc? Be honest with me.
Like, no, don't trip over your own 2 feet next time. And you'll probably be fine. Um,
Don't you know who I am?
so, um, recall. So, yeah, so that's after a little bit of talking back and forth between you and the officers. Uh, the one officer looks at the captain of that particular squad looks at you guys and just, all right, well, we don't necessarily have all the security footage yet, but it does appear that there was also another uh, group of gang members that were spotted leaving the area that we got from some other witnesses. And as you look around, there are people like that are starting to kind of come out from behind little cubbies that the officers have talked to, who were
Popping out of graves.
clearly didn't weren't armed for the situation. Um, it's like, so we're just gonna chalk this one up to I guess gang violence. Sorry about your friend here, but you guys are, I guess you're all free to go. So, and with that, he just kind of goes back to tending to the dead bodies and getting those ready for transport, as well, helping out the medic team that arrived.
While this is going on, can I try to use like, because I'm in like an information kiosk, right?
Yeah, yeah, like there's a proper like computer there
Can
and
I
everything.
like try to figure out where this Jesus guy is,
The
or
lower
whatever? Yeah,
spire.
Chisix.
Sounds like.
Well, you know because you got the role. Like there's his name and address were listed on there,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
and you know that address is to that state to the
Just,
spire.
just when you get Google Maps up.
I mean, that's pretty much what I was trying to do.
Grab the
But if I already
GPS.
know that, then
Let's go.
It's actually legal, but yes, it's
Google.
so, but yeah, you know exactly where that is. It's not hard to get directions. I mean, you all have communication computers on you. You can pull up
Right.
directions to any place you have an address for, and you have an address to this place. So, if is that where you guys want to head out to?
oh
Let's
boys,
go
let's
see
go find this
where
guy.
this guy. Yeah.
But
I don't like
before
getting
that, I
shot
would
at.
like to head out to the washroom.
Yeah,
Ugh.
this is a good chance
Typical
to
robot.
take a break for the
Beep, beep, boop, I need to
freaking
change my
robots.
lubricant.
You change your oil.
So we will take 5.
Sure.
All
Sure.
right.
Does that work? 5?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll throw up a. There we go. I had a screen, and I'm gonna go mute. video back on so people can hear us do the thing.
Anything
Like
in the
that.
stuff?
When last we left our motley crew of heroes,
That is
they
correct.
not really heroes at this point yet, though. You're more just kind
Just
of like
motley.
heroes in training.
I'm a
I
hero in
just
my own
I
mind.
just watched Deadpool 2 the other day. Heroes in training. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so you guys were gonna go ahead and make your way to the Lore Spire complex. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's where
Yes.
Chiskisk is.
And we don't need the dwarf
Larry.
to guide
That's
us.
where Larry
Trisket.
is.
Jesus.
Seabiscuit.
Trishkit. I'm just gonna call him Trishkit. That's terrible.
Trisket's good.
It has a name.
Mhm.
Um, so, um, let me see where we are here. It's easy enough to make your way there with your computers and whatnot. Uh, when you get there, you kind of come in. There's just your general entryway. There's a like a secretary type desk, and there's a lady standing behind there, and she just looks up and says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Yes. Where's
Excellent.
Seabiscuit?
We are looking for Jesus?
I'm gonna assume you guys say his name right.
Yes.
Chiskisk. Chiskisk.
Chidada.
I really can't wait till we move off from this guy. Um, just not to say his name anymore. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's kind of busy. Can I ask him who's here, or perhaps maybe even a why you all are here?
Just tell him
Tell
the
him
dwarf did.
Duravers died. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One second, and you're kind of turn around and shuttle off into the back room. A few minutes later, she comes out and says, "Yes, just please, right this way." And you guys go out and see. Uh, there's just a very kind of plain office, like a white plastic desk. Behind that is you see Chiskisk, who is a Sheeran, which is. Oh wait, I can do this. I could probably just
Ed
pull up a.
Sheeran?
No,
I hate
I
that
was
Good.
gonna
guy.
I
say
hate that
much
guy.
uglier, but that's like up for you to decide. There is Chiskus. He is the third, and apparently you can tell this by looking at him. The third
Third most handsome man.
sex of the Sheeran, so he is or not he. They are a host, non-binary. Um,
They prefer Jeet or she.
no, it literally says they, them, and themselves. So,
Yeah.
uh, he is a member of the Starfinder Society Elected Leadership Council. Let me see what else you would know about him. Yeah, he's just kind of standing there and just business is closed. As you walk in, and there's not exactly seats. I mean, there's a couple chairs there, so you just kind of file into the room, I assume. And uh, as they look at you, you just hear in your head, though, not like spoken. They say that I'm sorry that we cannot welcome you to Absalom Station under better circumstances. I assure you, such attacks like the one you came across today are not common. Um, though I realize that doesn't probably comfort you in any way. I'm glad to see that none of you were hurt. Uh, it is a shame that Duravar's no longer with us. He was an excellent starfinder and a great man. Uh, he bows the Sharon bows their head for a moment, kind of solemnly, and then looks up, and then kind of quizzically and says, "What puzzles me is that I don't understand the reasoning for the attack. Uh, According to the incident report that we received from station security, two gangs were involved in the attack. Seems the Downside Kings and the Level 21 crew. Uh, Gang wars aren't uncommon on the station, but they usually stay to themselves in the more lawless sectors like the puddles. It's rare for gangs to battle openly in the streets like this, which is why I cannot help but wonder if everything is on the level and seems the way it went down. Uh, it doesn't make sense that they would even be in Docking Bay 94 at that time, the time that you all arrived. So I have to ask, do any of you have any association with these gangs?
No, I mean,
We
he
might
took a shot in
now.
the neck. Maybe it was like a hit on him or something.
I might have shot first.
Shh.
Well, to be fair, you didn't shoot first. There was gunfire, like it all kind of broke out. You just were the first to notice it, so you got the
Okay, good.
surprise round. Um, and you two and gestures toward um, Danny and Vector, who might, unless Vector has a mouthful of food, in which case we can skip over this.
What I
Um,
have no, I do not have gang affiliations. I figured that would go without saying.
I mean, I to be fair, none of us. I mean, I don't know any of you, so I have
Do
to
you?
ask.
Oh, yeah.
Of course not.
Mm.
I am an upstanding member of the Starfinder Society, and there would be no. We'll come back. We'll circle back around to that.
Mm.
So
Mm.
when
Wait a second.
my understanding is that the reason why you were all meeting him there was because you uh, wanted to become Starfinders. And given the circumstances, and since you witnessed the attack, and I'm sure Durvar might have had something that he had set up for you guys to do, um, I would like to ask you to investigate the incident on behalf of the society as your audition, let's say. Uh, if you find out exactly what happened and why, it may simply be a matter of the fact that you were all in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm sure that the station security will almost undoubtedly rule it that way. But if my friend was murdered, I would like to find justice for him. At the same time, this will give you an opportunity to demonstrate your skills and make sure that you're worthy of being a Starfinder.
Didn't we already get justice because we killed the gang that killed him? Is
Well, I
that
mean,
justice?
To be
Just
fair,
left the
you
there
gang.
was
don't
two
know
gangs.
which gang was the one that
Oh,
shot
damn.
him, actually.
No, it's a
Which
50-50.
side of his neck was the hole in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, it was
I
clean
mean,
through.
like, yeah, straight lasers don't, like, all the way through. Um, so, is that agreeable to everyone?
Yeah, that sounds fair to me.
What do you pay us?
That sounds even more
Well,
fair to me.
assuming that you all decide to take it, I can transfer you all 200 credits each, let's say, as a signing bonus and expenses.
Make it 400.
Roll a diplomacy check?
Oh no, I'm bad at that.
Wait, are we trying to negotiate pay right now?
Well, EQ is trying to negotiate pay for the group.
Oh, nope, that doesn't roll it. I have to drag.
Let me assist you with my completely average charisma.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Wow.
That sounds like a whole lot of funny stuff.
But wait, what if
No.
nailed it?
Well,
Oh,
I'll take
200
200.
sounds great.
our our standard no at this you don't get to
Yeah.
keep you don't get to chain roll this.
All right.
The standard offer for new recruits is 200 credits to cover any expenses you might incur during any kind of fact-finding mission such as this. If for whatever reason you would need more in the terms of expenses, we could perhaps maybe talk about that later. But I wouldn't see how you would incur that much for
Thinking
such a
more
simple
hazard
job.
pay, but yeah.
What is the
See.
weekly pay?
Pay here isn't so much as weekly as per job.
Okay.
what are the benefits?
Do I get dental?
Is there a 401k?
Whereas, I mean, healthcare is more of a, it's just there and people pay for it when they need it type situation. Um, we do have a a standing agreement with the Moons of Sleep, which is an accommodation area right down the way. They offer uh, discounted lodging to Starfinders who book rooms for at least a week stay at a time. So, and with that,
Nice.
um, you see him uh, reach over to his and pull out his little computer, phone, gadget, whatever we're calling these things, communicator, and type in some things, and uh, you each get like a little ping on your own devices that tell you that 200 credits has been uh, input into your accounts,
Oh,
uh,
nice.
Hmm.
and it also has his contact information should you need to call him, or if anybody questions, if you're a Starfinder, you have him now to vouch for you. Um, so um,
Can we ask for like whatever info he has on these gangs because we don't know anything about them?
So aside
Or
from the
in
fact that
between?
the one gang was called the Downside Kings and the other side is called the Level 21
Level
Crew,
21.
he doesn't have a lot there, information-wise.
Mhm.
Let's see. But again, you all have access to computers, so you are more than welcome to deduce that information for yourself. Uh, Ciscus just looks at you all and says, if that is all, I recommend that you perhaps acquire your accommodations and set forth upon your investigation. I need to make plans for my dear friend's burial, if that's all right.
That sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
Wait, did you ship?
No.
No.
So with that, he returns to his desk and sits down and starts, just typing away at his computer, and you all make your exit. Where would you like to go?
Like, we don't know anything about these gangs yet. Where would
Well,
one go to find out?
I'm gonna search on one of the computers and see if maybe I can find some
Yeah,
information about where these guys hang out.
Okay,
that's what
so
I
you
was
want to
thinking.
stay like within the lore spire and just start doing some research there.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to see if I can get like a general location of where
Going
these
back
guys.
out to the kind of general area, you ask the lady at the front desk if she's able to, if there's anything there that would suit your needs, and she kind of takes you over to an empty conference room that has a few data stations set up, in which she says, as members, you feel free, stay as long as you need to do whatever work you have, and just, let me know if you need anything else. And
I'm
she
already
leaves
sitting
you.
at one typing rapidly.
I've been to the core. All right. Anybody that wants can make. Uh, what would this be?
Computers?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Or there's not really a research skill. There's science.
Yeah, it would be a culture check, or I'm trying to figure out here. PC profession.
Can I try to
No.
hack into their system?
Yeah, that's a thing that you can do. I mean, you could just make a. Is there a computers check here?
Yeah,
You
there
betcha.
is there is a computers.
Yeah. So, all right, hang on. I'm trying to find the checks here. PC is probably going to
Mumble, mumble, mumble,
Yeah, I
mumble.
know. Uh, so yeah, give me just a computer check.
Computer check. I.
Type, 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 type.
Woo.
Fingers a flying. So you are able to establish some. Okay, wait, where are we at first? Diplomacy, computers. Okay, Jodo, what specifically are you looking for?
Any like news related on where these guys would kind of generally hang out? Like if
Which
there's
these
a
guys?
level, the not the level 21 gang, the other one.
The Downside Kings. The
Yes.
guys that got away.
Yeah, like where they would generally hang out, like
All right.
where they're spotted the most.
So what you find out is the Downside Kings are a brutal street gang that controls several decks of Absalon Station's lower levels, or the downside.
Ah,
Through a combination of intimidation and violence, they are known to engage in a wide variety of illegal activities, from extortion, fraud, robbery, smuggling, theft, to drug and arms trafficking, kidnapping, murder for hire, and trafficking in sentient species.
probably not a good idea to go down there then.
um, this is weird because ah,
Huh?
that's where that is. Okay, EQ, what are you looking for?
I want to know history. Are there like more than these two gangs roaming around? Affiliations, takeovers.
Well,
I'm into the
you're a little vague here, but I mean
yeah.
there are multiple gangs that do operate in the lower levels of Absalon Station. Um, as far I mean as far as like hostile takeovers of the gangs, no. If you want to apply that level 20 to learn about
So there's
uh,
no like new leadership that we know of.
no,
No change.
no, nothing like that. Um,
Do I know if they've
when I will tell you,
purchased their
uh,
vehicles?
if you
Hmm hmm
on the level 21 crew side, since you rolled a 20, um, the level 21 crew are a street gang that claims, unsurprisingly, level
Level 21?
21 of Absalon
Whoa!
Station's CD lower decks as its territory. Their known criminal endeavors include theft, fencing, stolen goods, gambling, prostitution, racketeering, and smuggling. The level 21 crew may be a criminal gang, but they have a reputation in their territory for promoting community empowerment, and many neighborhood residents tolerate or tactically endorse their activities. The gang
Man.
has also been known to hire itself out to defend marginalized and threatened groups or factions. A
Hmm.
grizzled Yuzoki called Jabaxa currently leads
What did you
the
call me?
currently leads the level 21 crew.
So we
Jabez.
kind of
And
just killed the neighborhood watch.
Yeah. We picked the wrong side. You guys.
oh, it gets so much better.
Oh no.
Fearing
Good
retribution
shot.
from powerful corporate interests, the Hardscrabble Collective has recently hired the level 21 crew for
Who
protection.
hired
So
them?
you find some documents about, not in necessarily like the main article, but embedded somehow inside, you are able to hack the matrix, so to
Hack the
speak,
Gibson.
and
Yep.
find some links between the Hardscrabble Collective and the level 21 crew.
The what collective?
Hard Scrabble.
Scramble.
Hard Scrabble.
Gotcha.
Scramble?
Keep in mind, guys, too, by the way, you can use the take 10, take 20 feet on any of these. It just takes you longer. You'll just spend more time. So if you want to know something and you do the and you can take 20 and then add your modifier to that, it may prove beneficial.
Yeah. I'll do that and try to figure out who the hard Scrabble.
Hard Scrabble.
Yeah,
All right.
I want
So,
to know about them.
what's
I assume you're
your
relaying all this information.
yeah? What's your computer skill?
Maybe I should do it.
Yeah, I'll suggest for her to do it.
Well, actually, it
I'm,
doesn't matter. No, you can do this because if you
I'm,
it
yeah.
so the Hard Scrabble Collective, doing your research, you come across articles that basically explain them as a clan of stubborn asteroid miners that operates primarily among the scattered planetoids of the Diaspora.
Ha.
It
The
has
Belters.
yeah, basically Belters. They have no official offices or bases of operation from what you can find, but clan members usually view the Armada, which is basically the ever changing area of spaceships sitting outside port, as their central gathering place. They just meet on whoever's ship at whatever time they when they need to meet. Collective crews hire their ships out for a wide variety of business concerns, including to astral extractions, which recently employed the collective ship, the Acreon, to scout for new mining prospects in the vast. While the Hardscrabble Collective calls itself a clan, it's more kind of like a co-op. It's a coalition of a dozen or so ships and crews who have banded together for the mutual benefit of the members in order to kind of they basically unionize themselves against big business. Like uh, Astral Extractions is the big company, but they don't actually do labor type stuff. They just are in the process of making money any way they can. So they hired the Hardscrabble Collective, which banded together to make sure that they all kind of get equal work and they get better rates out of it that way. Collective members are normally related. Most of them are individuals from a dozen different races: humans, dwarves, androids. Uh, Uh, Following the arrival of the Acheron and Astral Extraction's claim on the ship and the Drift Rock, the Hardscrabble Collective contracted with Absalon Station's street gang called the Level 21 crew to protect its members and its interests on the station until the dispute can be resolved.
Yeah, we killed Neighborhood Watch.
Yep. Feels bad.
Um,
It was a 50-50 shot. I don't know.
Also, let's see. Okay, so is anybody else looking into anything else?
hmm.
I got nothing.
Hmm. So we got the Dansai Kings, level 21 crew. So there's no other affiliated gangs other
Well,
than
not gangs, no.
or
I
yeah,
mean, you know that, yeah. So basically, the information you gathered is the Hardscrabble Collective
hired
hired the Level 21
level 21.
crew to protect them from astral extractions, basically, as muscle, because the Hardscrabble Collective is just miners. And, well, you don't know much about astral extractions yet, but,
Mm.
um, yeah.
So if I had to wager a guess, I would say the other gang and this gang were fighting over probably that minor ship.
Uh,
Or hired by the big business.
Well,
Yeah.
that miner ship, like, that ship was away. Like, that wasn't there. Um,
Yeah.
aside from I mean, uh,
Can
give
I research into our dwarf buddy?
sure. You want to take 20 on that, or you want
I
to
want
roll?
to roll it. I'm gonna risk a roll.
I'm also curious what our goal is, because it was just that like we need to get revenge, but revenge is a very
Well,
nebulous
he
like
he wanted
We
to
want to
find
find a
out why he was
cause.
killed.
Chiskis
the
wants to
cause.
know basically
What the
if
fuck happened?
if Dorvan was murdered or was
Right.
it Crossfire, and if so, why was he murdered?
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Was he the target?
Right. Um. Okay, and you rolled.
I did.
Okay, and you got 22.
I did.
Uh. So clickety clacking away.
Tip tap
Uh,
tap tap.
you find articles that basically show that Durvar Creel was a mid-ranking. He was about halfway up the food chain, so to speak, of Starfinder. Uh, Most of his work, and from the articles that you can see and stuff that he did for the society, especially since you're on the Starfinder Society computers, shows that most of the stuff he did was in the area of mineral prospecting. Uh,
Mm,
but he also
like
took
mining.
he was also, you see a couple articles, especially from newer members who all had been trained by him. He was from the diaspora, which is basically the belt, um, and was known to have ties to dwarves and other mining groups in the region. He's an outspoken champion of miners' rights. You find some things that basically
Mm.
point to him trying to rally for the cause to keep those guys together and making sure that they weren't getting screwed over. Um, and took interest in challenging large corporate interests that would seek to overturn that, like astral extractions.
Like such as.
such as astral extractions. He had previously, uh, you, digging a little further, you find some of his financial stuff, and you can see that he actually invested money into the Hardscrabble Collective.
Mm.
So he was invested in the co-op, and
Like
the
significantly?
I mean, it was a chunk of cash. I mean, it was an investment, right? Like it wasn't like he was like, here's $5, good luck.
So
Um,
like if he's out of the picture, it hurts them financially
Well, no, because
significant or
it
no?
was an investment. It wasn't like I'll pay you guys on the monthly.
Okay.
So the Hardscrabble got the money. The weird thing is that the the payment was made uh, to someone with the last name as him. So do a little digging, you find out that it was one of his cousins was a member of the group, but she died in a mining accident uh,
Hmm.
due to
Hmm.
apparently researching the actual accident, you would find that she died as a result of safety violations perpetrated by the employer of the Hardscrabble Collective at the time, which was, who wants to take a guess who the bad guys were in this?
Astral
Astral
extractions.
Extractions, yeah. So um, that's what you can
Interesting.
find out on him.
Well, that
It
all
sounds like we
sounds
should go
pretty
check out these
convenient.
astral guys.
Yeah.
Just saying.
More like asshole extractions.
Well,
Nice.
Yeah.
listen, I'm here for safety violations.
uh,
It sounds like you'd probably get more answers from the Scrabble
The
Collective, though,
Scrabbles.
because if you're going to go to Astro whatever and be like, "Hey, I
Mm.
hear you violated a bunch of safety things and murdered
I
some
mean, they're
people.
just gonna murder us.
Can you tell me all about that?"
Tell
You
me
know.
more.
So I'm more interested in talking to the Scrabble Collective.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Same.
all right. Do you guys want to take a rest? Find you just gonna head straight there?
I mean, we did a
Yeah,
Okay,
rest-ish, didn't we?
just making sure. I'm
I'm
just
good.
trying, make sure we don't
Unless
skip any
that
steps.
gives us back the resolve point.
Um,
Wait a second.
uh,
We need 8 hours for
Wait.
resolve
Yeah.
to come
Hey,
back.
Yeah.
did we get like a mission from Iskus?
Chiskus, yes. Where
That's
have
what
you
we've been
been?
doing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the game,
Yeah.
Gooey. Welcome to Starfinder. Um,
Yeah. It's
I'm
our interview.
still I'm still freaking out because my first sergeant has yet to give me information on when I need to be up in Baltimore for UPL training.
oh,
Boom.
um,
Oh, we were supposed to find accommodations. What about the place he told us to go?
yeah, you can. The Moons of Sleep, I think, is what it was called.
We'll
Yeah.
like drop off our luggage that we're probably still carting.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's right down the way
There you
from the Lore Spire, so you guys can head over to there. Upon entering, there's a man behind the check-in desk there.
go. Is he shooting at us?
No, he does not take cover when you walk into the room. He says, "Welcome to the Moons of Sleep. How can I help you?"
Uh, we need a room
Or a couple
for I mean,
Do
for
I sleep
for kiss kiss.
as an android, or do I
Chiskus.
just like
do you dream of electric sheep?
plug in?
I don't know how that goes for androids in this actually. Because they do
We
like,
just hook you up to an outlet.
yeah, we just just plug you into
Maybe he
the
powers down
120.
and just
Uh,
I
Sleeping
need to
for
listen to
5 hours.
audiobooks for 8 hours.
There
Do
you
you have
go.
travel adapters?
You are an audiobook.
Do you have a travel adapter for our Android? Um, sure. Yeah. We have rooms here. How long did you need the room for?
Yes.
Precisely eight
You know,
hours.
well, we're doing a job for the Starfinders, and we were told you give a discount for a week.
Oh yeah. So for Starfinders, if you would like to book an efficiency room, they are 16 credits per week, or 50 credits a week for a small two-bed suite.
Wait, it's 16 for just a one-person room, but then 50 for two people?
For well, it's a larger room. Like think of an efficiency as like it's an efficiency. There's a bed in
It's a
there, but not
fairly
much
huge
else.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need. A bed to plug in
Okay.
and
Yeah,
listen to my
I'll
I
audiobooks.
drop 16 credits for a room.
I
Yeah.
think I think the breakdown is that you might. I'd have to
Share.
look it up, but no, I think you might heal better if you're in a better room, kind of thing. But seeing as how
Uh,
none of you are really injured, it's not really a big deal.
I'm
I'm gonna
really
die anyways,
good.
so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Uh, Excellent. So that will be 16 credits from each of you then, if you wouldn't mind.
I will
Uh,
mhm.
uh,
transfer him
Mhm.
16
and then
credits.
there's a reader there that you're able to just plug your cred stick into and transfer the credits in.
I beam it over with my eyes.
Probably.
Beep boop boop beep boop.
You just wave your hand over it, and then it just happens.
Are we supposed to
NFC
add the
transmissions.
200 that you said we should see?
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
guys you all got 200 from Chiskus before you
I'm
left,
rich.
and then minus the 16 for the room.
There you go.
He then does some typing, gathers names and information from all of you, and then you each get a ping on your computers that tells you your room number of where you're able to go and drop off your gear.
My trunks and trunks of textbooks.
Okay, so you've acquired your accommodations. You're kind of set now, and you are heading off for the Hardscrabble Collective.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the android said it and it sounded real smart.
I mean, I'll trust a talking computer.
Yeah.
So I will point out that as far as the Hardscrabble Collective goes, um, they don't have any offices on the station, and you came across that in your research. They don't have any offices off the station
They just have
either.
ships. And they meet
Yeah. So
sometimes. Can we wave them? What's what's the communication here?
yeah, you can try and send a ship, like a message up to one of the Armada ships, if you want. So
Are we
with a
asking?
little bit of research and clicks, I mean, you're able to find what ships are in orbit around the station. You, however, get a very legal response of pending arbitration, and on the advice of our attorneys, we are not responding to any public inquiries at this time. Thank you and have a good day. I like how it kind of railroads you, but it does it in a fun way.
Perfect. Perfect. Anyone else got an idea?
Oh, and everyone gets 400 experience points.
Oh, where do those go?
Oh, I do that. Sorry,
Yeah.
Cool.
that was a me thing. My bad. Um, I gotta make sure I do this right.
Just click it wrong.
I
Do the
think you
forward
get.
slash.
I think you actually get 8.
8
Um,
XP.
no, 800. I don't know how to just
For
award.
clickety clacking,
Clickety clacking.
fucking sign me up.
So again, what are we supposed to be doing?
800.
We are
We're,
investigating the death of the dwarf and trying to figure out
Ah,
who,
okay.
what, where, why, and when.
I
So,
guess we could go talk to the level 21 dudes and pretend we didn't kill them all.
I mean,
To be fair, they probably
They
don't.
don't know.
They don't know.
Oh yeah, no
They don't
survivors.
know.
and if they do know, I'll just bullshit my way in.
Yeah.
I can just
I'll
disguise
just be
myself.
quiet.
There we go.
Because I'm not very
Alright.
charismatic.
You got 800 XP total. So,
Woo!
the level. So you want to go talk to the level 21 crew?
Yep,
I
down
mean,
to
they're
level
here.
21.
And we're here.
Alrighty. So you don't exactly at this point you don't exactly know where
I
they
mean, it's
are. I
level
mean,
21.
yeah, yeah, sure. So I
Probably a
mean,
good place to start.
I'm just trying to figure out where you guys want to go. Um,
Let's go down to level 21 and start
so
asking some
easy enough
questions.
on through use of computers and navigation, you are able to discern a way to get down to level 21, and you are there.
Woo.
Do, 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 do.
Nice level.
Is there anyone
Very.
that looks
Run
kind of
around.
shady around? Like,
I was gonna say.
I mean, it's not the best area. So everything's on like varying scales of shady.
hmm,
Guys are looking around shady.
Yeah, I mean there are definitely. I mean there are people milling about. There are there are shops down there like you what you would consider to be like 7-Elevens and drugs and ammo, or maybe not drugs, or probably
Guns,
not
guns,
ammo.
guns.
Guns,
Oh wait,
and
did
yeah.
throughout their looking and research on the gang, was there any like notification on if they had like gang colors or symbols or anything like that?
Hmm.
aside from let's see.
Should we not wear purple?
I mean, probably not, but that has nothing to do with the gangs.
That might have been a
Um,
local thing.
so you know about Jabaxa, who is the leader of the level 21 crew, and you know that most of the neighborhood is aware of them and tolerates them.
Mm-hmm.
So but as far as there aren't like gang colors, gang is that's not so much Bloods and Crips as it is just a group. They unlike uh, the Downside Kings, who have a very prominent logo.
The name was Jabaxa?
Yeah.
Jabroni?
Alright. I want to approach the shadiest looking dude and tell
Mm.
him,
Uh-huh.
like, excuse me, I have a delivery for Jabaxa. It's very important. I need to go find her right now. Where would she be?
Or him.
This is
Bro,
an assumption
yeah, I was
check.
gonna
Where
say.
would they be?
There you go. I'll let you get by with that this time. But
All
even
right.
because I was like, how do I negative? How do I subtract from this? I have a personal delivery for this woman. Well, that doesn't make sense. So roll a diplomacy check.
Uh,
Choo.
yeet.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So the guy. Well, I mean, if you're looking for Jabaxa, I mean, he's probably over at Mama Fats. That's if he's anywhere, right? Like that's where. How do you not know? Who are you again?
It's look. I'm just. It's very important that I get this package there right now. Like he is waiting. There's going to be an ass whooping involved if I don't go right now. So
Yeah,
if
but
you
I
could
mean, it
just
just
point me
seems
in the
like.
way.
I mean, if it just seems like if it was this big of a deal, you would have known where he was.
I'm just a delivery boy, man. They don't pay me enough to know these things. I don't ask questions. I just bring the packages and
Uh,
that's it.
whatever. And the guy is obviously kind of like it's getting quickly above his pay grade to care. So you just said, yeah, Mama Fats. You just go, hang a left there by the hooker, and then a little bit further, you can't miss it.
Awesome, thanks. And I start going in that direction and wait for my
The
buddies to come
local
along.
landmark, the hooker.
I mean, she's right there on the corner. They deal in prostitution. I feel like it
She's
makes
right there and
sense.
always there. She never
It's her
moves.
corner. Why wouldn't she be there?
It's prime real estate.
Um. So approaching. So everyone, roll me a culture check.
Woo.
I
Not skilled
definitely
in
brought my
culture.
culture textbook with me.
So Joe and Ama, as you are approaching there, you see what you can decipher to be, uh, and what you realize through previous research of the level 21 crew, some obvious gang tags that point to the fact that you have probably reached the right location.
Shit.
Um, so let's see here. I'm just making sure I give you all your information. Um,
Use your pick, baby.
Mama Fats is actually just a grocery store. So it aside from the tag markings on the outside, it looks pretty normal.
Goddamn
Well,
neighborhood watch.
shall we go in?
Hmm.
I could go for some groceries.
I'm gonna go to the donut section and look at some cheese.
There you go.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go to the meat section.
Because
Okay.
they'd expect that.
They'd expect you to look at the cheese.
We're also carnivores, thank you.
I just follow someone else because I don't eat.
Sure.
I
I
presume.
mean, so you go there, and inside you see a female halfling, um, standing behind the counter. I mean, it's not a whatever grocery stores you guys have in Canada. It's not a Kroger. We have Kroger here. There's a, there's just it's just her in a small kind of easily uh, home styles type, grocery store.
Mhm, mhm.
We don't have grocery stores in Canada.
Probably not. You just live off of happiness, and
Yeah.
they probably and because don't they just deliver you guys food for free? Isn't that how it works up there?
Yeah, it's all that socialized medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Um,
got nutritional pills.
Uh, so the only person we see is the clerk,
yes, a
more or less.
female halfling.
She cute?
I mean, she's a female halfling. She's a little round because halfling. And I mean, I'll let you guys hear. I'm gonna softball this one to you. The name of the place is Mama Fats,
Nice.
and you see a small round female halfling.
Well,
Hey, mama.
I just got
this.
back from the meat section, going, hey, let's go shake him
All
up.
right.
Yeah, perfect.
So clearly, this is not Jabitha or Java, whatever the fuck their
No,
name
it's
is.
not Jabaxa, because Jabaxa is a Yosoki. So it would
Right.
be the fact that she does not look like a mouse gives it away.
If you say so.
Uh,
Glimmer.
well, I guess I'll approach her and ask her if
Already
she
asked,
could
what's your
point us
name, mama?
in the direction of Jabitha. Java.
Jabaxa?
Yeah, that person.
Jabba the Hutt.
Java.
Um, yeah, so you approach Mama, and she just kind of looks at you, kind of up and down, and tries to figure out where, what, because there's a lot of you. uh,
There
it's
are
just,
several of
I
us.
put on my most charming smile for her.
roll me a diplomacy check.
Oh, fuck.
Look, you're walking into these.
All right.
Hey.
um, yeah, turn on the charm. The small halfling just kind of looks at you and says, "Well, Jabax is he's not exactly here, uh, but
Well, now we know it's a
I could
he.
uh, I could give him a message if you need me to."
To be honest with
Hmm.
you, I didn't think I would get this far.
I didn't think this
uh,
is when you call someone and then you get their voicemail and you panic.
You got to remember,
yeah.
you're talking to the level 21 gang is more like Robin Hood and his merry men than
Right.
they
Yeah.
are you know, causing trouble and chaos amongst the level. Like
True, true.
everyone knows
Yeah.
who he is. It's accepted, so it's not like, it's a yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we could always just play it straight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain to her. We're looking for Java, Jabitha. Blah, blah,
Jabaxa.
blah.
Chewbacca.
There was one of our friends that we were meeting was shot earlier today on an upper level. We were just wondering if you knew anything about it. We heard, you guys were pretty upstanding. We're just looking for information. We're not looking to cause any trouble. We're just investigating our friend's death, and then that's it. We'll be out of your hair.
And you think that they would know something about your friend's death? Why? That doesn't really seem like.
We think the people who killed our friends were trying to kill your friends, and we
Yes.
we're trying to figure out if he was in the crossfire. or if they were in the crossfire.
because there
Mm.
was
There's a
members
shootout
of
earlier
the
from level
21st
94.
up there along with members of a different gang, and they were clearly shooting at each other, and that's when, we ended up getting shot at, which kind of sucked, to
Mm.
be honest with you.
Okay.
Show off your cartoon band-aids.
Yeah, I have a Mickey Mouse Band-Aid, and it hurts.
Okay. Yeah, I can. Do you have a? Do you want to leave a way for him to contact you, and I can, tell him what's going on, and maybe
Um,
he can get in touch.
You're a celebrity. You should have
give
business
them.
cards.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
you
yeah.
can, you can. I mean, you have business, or nowadays everyone just kind of
My
airdrops.
But
combo.
that's why he has business cards.
The fuck is airdrop?
I have because I have a personal comm unit, so I can give her
Right. Yeah. You can
a
just.
way to get a hold of
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. 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 So
Okay.
you give her your contact information.
Give her my
Just,
number.
yeah, of
Sweet
course you
ass
do.
business card.
And
Your business card is like a very tiny glossy that's autographed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could.
It's got my face in the
Oh
corner.
God, that's terrible. But it's also probably 100% accurate. Yeah. So she sit and says, "Okay, I'll let him know, and if he thinks it makes sense or if he can be of help, I'm sure he'll be in contact."
Awesome, thank you. And feel free to call me anytime.
She just kind of looks at you, gives you a little wink, and just like, "Don't worry, I'll keep hold of this."
We all knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, we did. I just don't. Yeah. All right. So, what do you guys want to? Where do you guys want to go from here?
Wow. Is there like, is it just a grocery store, or is maybe there's like some stuff in the
Is it
back?
bigger on the outside?
Um,
That mug is
Can
ridiculous.
I, by any chance, like maybe sense motive and see if she's actually going to tell this dude this stuff that,
Oh shit, I could should cast the detect thoughts.
like, was she
um,
bullshitting me or anything? I don't really
is sense
kind of
motive
feel
a
that out.
thing in Starfinder? I have to check. Hang on, let me see what we
It
got.
is next to perception. There's a sense motive
Yeah, there you
thing.
go.
Oh hey,
Yeah.
do that
So
then.
you can roll sense motive if you want. She
No
doesn't.
idea.
Well, I mean, she does. I mean, she seems to be on the level. She's not
All right.
acting
Sweet.
shady or anything. I mean, she said that she's gonna
Should
do it, and
signal.
again, everything you know about it makes sense. That I mean, she'd at least pass on the information.
Hmm.
All right.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
I mean,
ask Mama. Do you guys by chance sell any type of weapons or armor or anything like that?
in a,
I don't know if you noticed, but this is a grocery store.
Mm.
There
I
are
mean,
there are
there's grocery
shops
stores.
around
There's also.
for such a thing, but this is just your neighborhood grocery.
Maybe ask her if she has any recommendations for reputable sources.
Yeah,
Thereof.
of
There's a
course.
closest pawn shop.
Yeah, that's reputable.
Yeah. I stole clothes.
I know
I
you
literally clothes
did.
off a body, so I need to sell this stuff. I
Um,
used to.
Or can you?
I don't
why
think
would it
so.
not break these
No,
down into
that'd be great.
better? It's like noticeable notable sites, and it just starts listing shit off. It's like you could have broke this up into like shops, landmarks.
Nope, here's a big list.
Bunch of-
Hmm. Oh my god, I love this. Small arms proficiency. Benefit. You gain proficiency in small arms. See page 243. They just
Thanks.
put it in there.
Yep, that's I think helpful. You know where to look.
Yeah, I don't have a book.
But I gave you the link to the totally legal download.
but I gave you the thing
What?
to the totally illegal thing that we're admitting to doing on the internet.
Joe, go to page 243.
listen, I'm daydreaming about my fat gnome girlfriend. All right, leave me alone.
It's only $9.99.
Big Mama.
Um,
Hang on, keep scrolling.
if you're looking for arms and the like, there's I think Big John runs a place just down the street. I mean, it's basic stuff, but I don't know what you're looking for, so you might want to check with him.
Did she
And
just say
if
Big
not,
John?
he would have probably a better line on arms and ammunition than I would at my grocery store.
Hey, look, Mama. I come from a really shady area. They used to sell guns there too.
Mama got some sass.
Halfling. Yeah, no, I get it. But like I said, your best bet's Big John down the road.
Let's go to Big John.
Big John.
All right. Travel down to Big John's Guns because they didn't give me a better name for anything.
I just
And
walk up, slap the azimuth laser pistol, and be like, "Slightly used. How much?"
um, and before you stands. I gotta get to the equipment page. New,
Big John, who is actually a midget.
He's very tiny.
Before you stands, at a whopping probably 3 foot tall, a gnomish man who's rather round, and he looks it over and is like, "Well, I don't really know. I don't. I mean, these are a dime a dozen. Like, I don't really have a use for an azimuth pistol." Uh,
I mean, you sell it, man. Come on.
yeah, exactly. But I could probably give you like 50 credits for it max.
100.
Roll persuasion.
Roll haggle.
Yeah, that's basically what we're doing here.
I actually just looked for haggle. I don't know why.
I don't see a
I don't see
persuasion.
persuasion.
Uh,
Probably
it'd
diplomacy.
be diplomacy then.
Yeah.
Old habits die hard.
Who's doing it?
I'm trying to find the freaking
No.
price list of everything.
That bastard.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's 50 credits is me doing you a favor, and I don't even fucking know you. Like, you can take that or you can take your pistol. I don't care, really.
All right. Well, maybe we could do some bartering.
You just tried to barter. I'm gonna give you 50 credits.
No, that was called haggling, my good sir. Bartering is trading of goods.
Did I say 50? I meant 40.
Oh, are you looking to buy something? Is that what you're trying to get? Are we around the fact where you might actually be a customer here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, me selling something would also be a customer, wouldn't it?
What would not really. Then at that point, I'm your customer. Anyway, what do you want?
What do you got in the ways of sniper rifles?
Long guns, huh? All right. He leads you back to an area of the shop that has several long rifles. Are you looking for like you want just like a rifle, or you specifically want
Sniper.
a reach out and touch somebody?
Reach out, touch base.
Yeah, I mean, I got this one here, and he pulls off this tactical rifle. It's a Shiranai rifle. So I'll go about 800 on this.
800? Is it brand new? Are you also maybe slipping in some rounds in there for that? That's a little bit above average price, but yeah.
What do you? I'm sorry. Is this a point where is this the haggle thing? Is this where we're trying to exchange goods for services? I service you by giving you the goods. You give me credits. It's 800. I don't. There's. This is what
He'll
I
give you
got.
credit and a gun.
I mean, I got a couple more if you want to look around, but I don't. I mean, you're already whining about this price. I mean, you're not gonna. The next one down here is gonna be, I think, way out of your range.
You're buying a gun in the shady part of town. Of course, it's overpriced.
Never mind. I just walk out.
Just take the 50.
I just leave.
All right. So you leave. Are any of you other folks looking for something, or was you just following him around?
Oh, I was just watching a show, man. Thanks.
I didn't even come in.
Um. All right. Well, you guys have a good day then. I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
We're already
Uh,
gone.
so, returning to the task at hand,
Uh-huh.
what's our next move? Because
Um.
till I
Is
get a
there
call,
are there any
Upon
computer terminals I can hack?
upon leaving Big Joe's, I'm gonna have to start writing shit down now. I don't have notes for this kind of crap.
You're
Um.
welcome.
Thanks. Yeah.
Big Mama, Big Joe's.
okay.
No, she's in the book at least, and it's Fat
Little
Mama.
Jim
Let's
is
be
coming
let's be
next,
clear.
who's like 7, 8
Such
Or
a
years
Mama
much
old.
Fats.
more large people.
Uh,
Little Jim is the largest of all.
the
Yeah.
only reason why I made Joe a gnome is because Mama Fats was was a halfling. And I was like, why are all these? I did the same thing. Why do these people all have big names and they're tiny people? Um, I just decided to go with it. So Jodo, after leaving Big Joe's, you get a ping on your computer. It basically comes from, well, private, but it says,
Restricted.
"Hey, heard you was looking for me. I can meet. A bit busy today. I think I know what you're talking about, but I can meet you tomorrow if you come by. If you come by Mama Fats again, we can meet up tomorrow. Let's say about noon.
All right. I'll reply and say I'll be there.
Excellent. So you guys have. So that's that. So you have a meeting with Jabaxa tomorrow, noonish,
Nice.
Noonish.
Absalon Station time, I guess.
I'll just put that in my calendar.
Can I get a Evite to that or
I want to intercept Jodo's reply and change it to "It's a date, winky face."
Oh my
roll computers?
Wouldn't that be sleight of hand since I have it in my hand?
No, because she's good enough
Oh.
with computers. She could do that from her computer.
No, I meant
Oh
the winky
no,
face.
it's close. He
Close.
gets out the message
I add the winky face.
since yeah. I'll let you get that yeah,
All right.
because
I use sleight of hand to intercept. Oh no, no, I
no.
don't.
No.
Never mind.
um. All right, so you've got your meeting with Jabaxa tomorrow. You've got time to kill.
Ugh,
You can
the
try to
worst.
proceed to a less shadier gun store, if or equipments.
I guess.
Uh,
I don't really actually need equipment.
what do you? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I can't drive the story.
No, I know that.
I'm trying to think of what we could do. Everyone's like, talk to me tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh, Scrabble people were just uncontactable. There's no one,
yeah. Again, they are. It's more of a co-op in a loosely organized organization.
and
Uh,
none of them happen to be on the station at this moment.
I mean, you can do some more research if you want.
Yeah, I want to see if any of them are like here shopping or trading or
Um,
relaxing.
all you if you pull up the Hardscrabble Collective again and try and dig a little bit more,
Hmm.
the only thing that really comes
Should
up.
I roll it or just do it?
No, this is all right. The only thing that really comes up is the uh, the Acreon and the Drift Rock. That is currently kind of dominating the news cycle, right? So the Acreon showed up from the vast with carrying this Drift Rock, uh,
Oh, right.
and all of the articles basically just are pointing out the fact that the Hardscrabble Collective, which was hired by Astral Extractions, went out to the vast to try and find new mining deposits or areas, and then the Acreon came back and had this drift rock in tow. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but basically, the Hardscrabble Collector said, like, hey, you sent us to go out there and research, and we did that, and we came back. We found this rock. on our own accord. You didn't hire us to bring back anything. We brought this back for us, kind of deal.
Mm.
And actual extractions is basically saying, hey, you brought that back from the thing that we sent you to go check on, like that's ours. And because it's a unidentified rock at this point, it's an asteroid kind of unlike anything people have seen as far as rocks and mineral deposits go. So whereas not a lot of research has been able to be performed on it because it's kind of an all stop until the arbitration is worked out. Um, it seems like it could be worth something. Like the mysteriousness of it is what's making it kind of sought after.
Definitely aliens.
I mean, anything's possible. Aliens is kind of like not really a big deal. I mean, you're walking around with a rat, so
It's we are the aliens at this
and
point.
you look kind of like a bug. So
Definitely the
there's
evil aliens.
oh, evil aliens.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The
Um.
bad kind.
Yeah. That's kind of where you are right now with it. I
But
don't.
none of that
eh,
has to do with the station we're at.
No, no. That's. But as far as like, are there any hard Scrabble collective people on the actual station? You come across, nothing of any note. Most of the like again, they don't have like a like president of the Hard Scrabble Collective. It's a collective, right? They have
Yeah,
members.
that's what
None
I'm
of
thinking.
them are
Like
really.
any member.
Yeah, not really. None of no way to track them, even if they were,
Boop.
because again, they don't have like an office that you could just go knock on the door and say, "I'm here for
Just
Sam."
shake people down on the streets asking if they're.
Are you hot scrabble?
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
I just head back to the hotel.
Is there a pool?
like a swimming pool.
This kind of sounds like a dive.
And there's
Like the
there's
sheets cost
accumulated
extra.
water. I don't know if you want to get in it. You could roll them
Is
dice if
there
you
a
want.
Y around here?
Uh,
So it sounds like we're on pause until
I
we're
guess
meeting until
so.
tomorrow, right?
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what it seems like.
Yep.
We've
Bigger question
Nap
investigated
is,
everything I
time.
can think of.
bigger question is, how late do we want to keep going?
we're at 11 o'clock my time. I normally try and when I was running slash playing, put my hard stop kind of at midnight local, just because if that way if we at least hit that, then we were wrapping up. We can wrap up this episode whenever you guys want.
Well, it sounds like we're kind of just waiting
You
until
got,
this
I mean, you kind
meeting.
of
So
are at a good break.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
yeah,
gotta get up early because I gotta get. I'm going to be going to Baltimore every fucking day this week.
We learned
I
some
mean,
mechanics.
have fun with Baltimore.
I'm
Enjoy
if
Baltimore.
Gooey wants to call it, I'm okay with calling it. It's up to him.
Don't wear your Colt stuff tomorrow in Baltimore. Point that out. They're playing each other. They're playing in Indy, but still. Um, but
Well,
yeah,
good news. I don't have any.
we were in Indianapolis. You didn't pick up a shirt or something.
Why would I?
You missed it because they are a stellar football team. All
Well,
right, so
What is football?
sports ball. All right, yeah.
sports ball.
Well, I hope that wasn't too painful for anybody. Sorry that I'm
No,
learning
no,
No.
bits
no.
and
That was
pieces
definitely a
of
good learning curve.
the
I
yeah.
robbed at least one body, so I'm alright.
You got-
Figured out where the buttons were.
yeah, that was the big
Are you
thing.
sure you aren't a raccoon and not a rat? Like
I
you have
mean,
like the little
he
crabby
has
claws.
he has
Little
cheek
crabby
pouches. He gets to hide stuff in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
it's an attribute of the character.
That's
Yeah.
It's
fantastic.
fucking awesome.
No, this is good. This will give me a chance to kind of read up on. Yeah, you're almost through part one, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
good. We can roll straight into part two next time.
Okay.
Nice.
But so we will. For those who have web cameras, you can wave goodbye to the interwebs. Bye.
I'm still
Bye.
waving.
Good. I mean, you guys wave your hearts out too. I mean, no one can see
Yeah,
it, but go for it.
did.
Oh, hey,
Um,
Did. We're waving at each
wave at
other
each
now.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waving in my heart.
You should see a doctor.
but yeah, that was
Oh,
good. So I'll end
yeah.
that. Bye, everybody.